Everyone, hello and welcome to the cast. We are covering AD2L Heroic tonight. Kaya Sange versus Sunken, Shrunken, Shrimp Shack. Bit of a mouthful there, but yeah. As always, I am Mickey the Cow here for the cast. Yeah, we're right off into the draft here. We've got some bands coming out: the Prophet, the SD, the Jug, and the OD from they actually have no short. I'm just gonna call them the Shrimp Shack. That's the easiest way. The Act Silencer and a Jakiro ban out from Kaya Isange. A note for people watching: the Shrimp Shack have quite a few players different than their original roster that they've been playing with. They have Clons, Love Mouse, aka Muffins, and then Perk, also known as Nine Ass. In tonight. So basically, Shrimp Tech and Fourth World are the two players that are from the original roster present, at least for this series here. Kai Sange, nothing really different about their team. The same Teju, Mango. Oh my god, I forgot his name for a second. Barmela Scurvy and Lord Lucci. E.T. coming out from the Shrimp Shack, so obviously we've got our Fourth World hero being picked up nice and early here. The Clockwork pickup, I feel like, is that a flex at all? Let's see here. I feel like Scurvy definitely plays that pause 5. I would say that's more likely to go to Scurvy than it is to Lucci. I don't know. They definitely both play clock, but I think they probably put it on Scurvy. I think his specialty is like the melee 5, so Barmel. All the coffee that he's been drinking today is catching up to him. What can you do? DK banned out, so Teju's hero pool is now entirely dried up. There's nothing for him to play anymore. A little bit of constipation striking the squad of Kai Sange here. Barmel is going to have to get his gamer bucket out, it looks like. Let's see. Looking back at the drafts this season for either squad, I believe Kai Sange is ahead in points. Yeah, they're 6. Shrimp Shack is 5 right now. So both relatively in the same spot for where we are in the season right now. Not particularly different here. I guess it's week 6, so these matches actually kind of do matter. Yeah, I expect the heroes pick to be vastly different for the Shrimp Shack, obviously, because they have 3 players that are entirely different from what they've used before. So I'm not really going to bother too much with what they've been picking before. The Prophet first ban kind of does stop Kai Sange. They've been really running the Prophet a lot this season. They don't have the Jug on the table anymore. Looks like they're going to go with the Teju Ursa, though. Clock Ursa is an interesting lane. I think it is pretty strong. It's a tiny bit of anti-synergy with the Cogs. If you're not catching the Ursa in there as well. Obviously, with Expanded Armature, which I would assume any Clockwork player is doing that, Ursa can find his way inside. But it's a strong lane nonetheless, so I think they're going to be perfectly fine down, what are they, Dire, so technically top, not bottom. We have the Lucci Snapfire here. I mean, I feel like this is typical for this team. You have your range 4, your melee 5. I mean, has Scurvy even played a... Besides maybe Jakiro, let's see. Players. Scurvy Dog. What has he played this season? Oh, he's actually played SD. I would have thought that the Witchy would have been playing the one SD, but he is mostly melee fives. It looks like the SD and the Jakiro are the only outliers, really. It's going to be interesting to see what Shrimp Shack can do with their squad tonight, though, because they are, I believe, one of their players is an actual replacement. And then I think the other two are stand-ins, so it's a potentially a bit of a tryout maybe for some of the players here, but we'll see. With the Pugna pickup, it looks like we're going to be running a Venge Core here, and then it looks like mid, or it could be Carry Tiny. I believe some insider information is that the carry player for Shrimp Shack was playing a Carry Tiny game just before this. And by insider information, you can probably just look up the Dota buff, but so this has potential for a little bit of flex here. We generally do see the tiny mid. Actually, it looks like the Pugna, that's going to be their pause. I mean, obviously their pause 4 because 4th ult is Elder Titan. But that means they're running Pugna Vengeful Spirit here. Looks like we have our Barmello hero on the Dawnbreaker. He said he wanted an easy hero tonight. I don't think there's many offlaners easier than Dawnbreaker. Let's see. But yeah, Vengeful Pugna lane, it's looking like. Potentially ET Tiny. But I think this could also... it could be a potentially a mid tiny as well, but we'll see. Getting into the last phases right here.
5 seconds.
LD ban out, so just getting rid of Mango Cheese heroes. I assume they get rid of... probably not Meepo, since they're running Elder Titan. 4th World is probably saying, I can take Meepo any day of the week. The hero ain't shit here. We'll see. What else does Mango have in his pool? Looks like they ran a mid-Ricky. It's been a favorite this season. Actually, wow, a lot of mid-Ricky. There we go, the Ricky ban out, yeah. So he's had Ricky, Puck, Dawn, and OD. So out of those three, I guess Puck's still available. I mean, technically you could flex the Dawn and then run the Dawn mid right here, and then get something else for Barmello, but I don't really see anything that leaps out to me that Barmello would want to play, unless he's like, oh, I want the Centaur or something in this game. You definitely need someone to jump in. I think you need +1 Blink Initiator here. They're going to ban out the Shrimp Tech heroes, so they are operating under the assumption that this Tiny is going to be carry. Going to get rid of that Ember and that Slardar. Yeah, it's up to Kai Sange, really what they want to do.
10 seconds
They could run the Dawn mid, could take it off lane.
5 seconds.
I would say just give Mango tempo hero and then just go from there. Yeah, Puck. Okay, literally out of the 4 heroes that Mango's played this season, he's continuing the streak. So for future reference, if anyone's watching this, make sure to ban 4 of his heroes, and then you'll see something new. Otherwise, he will just default to those same 4. I do like the puck, though. It's very strong with the Dawnbreaker. You're kind of screwed either way with the coil into the Dawn Ags. And now, I feel like it's even worse if you break it now. Because you break it, you're stunned, and then the Ags ult comes through, and then you're, like, insta-stunned again. Also means BKB versus coil isn't going to do a whole lot for you. Unless you're really fast-fingered there. Void Spirit, though, gonna be the counter from Shrimp over here. Feels confident, Void into Puck, which, I mean, Void Spirit favored matchup, especially in the lane. Obviously, you can get coiled and killed, but just be better, you know? Just win the lane, run over the puck. Not too hard. Let's see here. I really do like Kai Sange's draft. I'm not a huge fan of Venge 3. I'm not gonna lie. Potentially, they'll be able to like run over this Ursa and like crush him in lane, but I feel like Venge 3 doesn't really like heroes that can threaten you in lane. Like, you always want to be the one with the kill threat, with the missile, and whatever your 4 is with their like nukes. But it feels like if Clockwork ever gets on top of you, Ursa just jumps in and kind of shreds you. They do have decrep, so this could potentially be fine. But I don't feel great about it. I honestly don't know what this Tiny ET lane is going to look like. I think there's potential later on for Tiny to absolutely, like, click people with the ET aura. But it's gonna depend on whether they can get there. Shrimp's really got to tempo the game for them, I think. If they can convert that, maybe they can make something happen, like hit a good 25-30 minute timing with the Tiny being really strong, the Pugna backing him up. I'm not certain, though. It's been a minute since I've seen this carry Tiny hero, so not sure what potential it has. Everything on the side of Kai Sange feels very tried and true. You know, I'm not very not particularly like not a lot of unknowns here, right? Everyone understands what these heroes do and what they do together. So you just feel a little more confident going out with that. Oh, that's a pretty cool facet. I've never really looked at the Pugna facets, haven't played that hero recently. Not bad. Of course, insurmountable for this guy. I think I see every ET go deconstruction. Actually, he's not going curveball on Puck. That's kind of been the new thing for people to go curveball. Going for the Jostling Rift instead, I guess. Maybe hoping to use that extra push to break the coils. Got expanded armature, of course, full 4. Nothing's really too crazy there. I've seen just go for the Grudge Bearer a little bit more now, trying to play around the Enrage and the damage you can have when you turn with that. Rather than the Bear Down. I think it's pretty good. It's really up to preference, I assume. I think Grudge Bearer is probably a little bit better, but I don't think it matters too much at the end of the day. This ward did get placed down when they smoked down on Kai Sange, so we'll see if that... I highly doubt it gets dewarded. I mean, there's no sentry on the Void Spirit here. That actually means they're committing potentially 2 wards mid. Unless Mango just holds it for when it hits nighttime. Yeah, I guess they're not really bothering about putting lanes anywhere else. Sapphire gonna go for the E first. Does a decent amount of damage, but ET not too shabby. 8 armor. Thanks to the Spirit, is one of the heroes that can actually, I think, play pretty well into Little Shredder. No Blightstone as well on Lucci, so the power of the Little Shredder not going to be overwhelming, I think. Up top, yeah, we've got the lane exactly how we think here. Looks like a quick double Wraithband build up for the Venge. I think the early waves should go pretty good for them. Things really only get scary once Clock starts getting a little more movement speed. Gets both his Q and his W there. Mid, though, looking pretty darn good for Shrimp Tech as he is bullying the heck out of Mango. Is going to catch him with the Remnant as well, able to orb away to the other side, but oh, tower hit's going to go over off into Shrimp Tech here as well. The Fair Fire comes through, the silence as well. Unfortunately, I shouldn't have said anything about Shrimp Tech there because I fear I may have just cursed him. It's going to be a bottle completed. Oh. For the puck. It's a great start. Things were looking a little bit rough, and ooh, Shrimp Tech's actually going to TP in, not willing to wait for the wave, which means the bottle is not going to be here at the start, so Mango's going to be able to take full advantage of the 2-minute water runes here. Quite nice indeed for this puck. It's going to orb back over, gets to the range creep as well. He's taking a decent amount of damage, but has the water rune to play around with. Looks like Shrimp will claim the other one. Good branch. Moving. Oh, down bottom. They're going to lose the Snapfire. We'll trade the ET, though, up top. Looks like the Pugna's going to fall as well. And now Venge is taking him down. Going to get the Magic Missile. The 2 nukes are going to be enough. There's a Battery Assault as well from Scurvy, but he's going to go for the Cogs push to see if he can get a little ping pong going. Just a bit, but it's level 1 Cogs, so... not a whole lot of damage there. Icy early game so far. Oh, both sentries gotta go down together. This does mean that the Lotus is going to go over to Venge, and then down bottom is going to go over to the Snapfire, so got a little more ability to play just a tad more aggressive, perhaps. Looks like early Soul Ring is going to be... Nope. It's actually just going to go for the Wand and Boots first, so a little more movement speed. Going to be the play here for Barmello. Same thing for Puck, looking for these boots. Going for straight for the treads. Oh, I'm missing kills left and right here. Turn comes through, Barmello looking to fight it up, but he's taking a whole lot of damage. He's going to try and hop away with the Celestial Hammer up top. They're going to get the Vengeful Spirit here, and now... Oh, Body Block's going to come through, keeping the decrep, wasting that, but... Not enough to kill off the Pugna, but again, I feel like this Venge is pretty much... Uh-oh, Pugna in a whole lot of trouble here. Oversteps. Not respecting the Earthshock and the boots from the Ursa. It's a couple of really important kills that you don't want to be giving away here. Looking at mid, though, the early fumble from Shrimp, I think, is not going to hurt his lighting stage in the long run. So we can see already doing quite well, flying out some raindrops, looking for the earn completion down bottom. My god. They are going to get the Tiny, which is a very clutch kill to get. Nighttime. Mango still holding on to that ward. A little curious what he's going to do with it here. He's going to hit level 6 first, thanks to that early kill and not too many denies coming out from Shrimp Tech here. So potentially has some options here with Coil, but by himself I don't think he's going to do enough to really threaten this Void Spirit. Plus, Shrimp's about to get level 6 off of this wave here, so might actually be the one turning for some aggro potential first. Is going to step forward, has another one. The Remnant's going to catch Mango. Perhaps getting a little bit too cocky here. Up top, though, Blood Renegade's going to come out, but the Cogs are going to catch the Venge here. The decrep is quite nice, so they're going to get the turn off onto Scurvy first, but the pushback is there. Another swipe should be enough. There's no decrep for 8 seconds. Teju Gonna start to run this Pugna down. The Earthshock gonna be the slow enough. Is the Decrep in 1? Not there in time. That's 2 over off onto the Ursa, and now looking down bottom. ET in a bit of trouble here. The Ava's only going to connect off into 1. He actually manages to make it out. The extra armor there, +9 armor, keeping him alive. I don't know where the other Lotus went, but it looks like it's already... Oh no, it hasn't been consumed. The Tiny has it. Which is barely making it through thanks to that Spirit bonus armor. Mid. Ooh, Remnants. Can I connect this time? There's a shield rune though, so Shrimp's pretty much invulnerable here in this mid lane. I mean, as if he wasn't already entirely fine facing up against this Puck. It looks like there's going to be a bit of an invade here though onto the Wisdom rune. Oh, the Cogs catching up this poor Venge. A little bit more magic damage should be enough to finish the job, but now Shrimp jumping in here. He's got a step. He's going to go and try and connect over onto the Ursa. Looking to prioritize this kill. The Lotus is going to come through. They're going to get the connection, but they will lose the Wisdom rune. Scurvy. Going to focus it down. He has a TP in 25 seconds. Looks like they're going to try and still chase him down. Looks like they should be able to find him right here. Yeah, the Nether Ward as well. Just to ensure the kill. They will get 2 Wisdoms, but lose 2 heroes for it. Not the worst trade overall, but pretty decent XP change. Fire. Not doing a whole lot versus ET, but Mango making his way over, so they have the potential for a kill. Nice cookie forward. He's going to bring Puck into the fray here. Oh, Silence is going to cancel that up. They need a little bit more damage, maybe before this Void Spirit shows up. Yeah, here's Void. He's going to use 2 steps just to kill the Snapfire, but that's a coil wasted as well from Mango. Not able to keep his Snapfire alive, but maybe he's going to get this rune up top, which could be quite good for him. Up top, though, another kill onto this Vengeful Spirit. I feared as much looking at the draft that this was going to happen. Can't say I'm thrilled to see it going this way. It feels pretty miserable to start the game as Venge in such a losing spot. Every death before the Ags really, really hurts. And this Ursa, I think, is going to have a pretty sweet Battle Fury timing. Heading over for the Cornucopia right now. The only plus side is that maybe the Tiny can hit an earlier timing. I'm not sure what the build is still. It might just be Echo SNY. Obviously getting Shard whenever you can. Not sure if he's going to go for something like the Blink. It might be helpful. They're going to claim Scurvy in the Roche bit though. It looks like clear up the ward that he was placing up here. Don't really see them doing a whole lot of stacking. They do have an ET, but no one to really take stacks just yet. I mean, they could make him for the Tiny, I guess. But without Shard, he's going to kind of struggle to clear any stacks. Voice Spirit sitting at the very top of the net worth here. 4.7. Pretty uncontested, but the rest of the 3 cores from Kai Sange looking pretty comfortable themselves. Not doing too bad. They're going to lose the Clarity on Shrimp, but there's an Obs. That's a whole lot of damage here. My god, the Puck really loses quite a bit here. They're going to get the, good Cogs, but they're going to lose Mango in the end anyway. They managed to kill the Void Spirit, so it's a turn for mid laners right here. Now, Kisses are going to come out. They're in melee range here. On top of the Snapfire, though, he's going to have to try and make a run for it. The clicks coming out. Oh! The Decrep maybe keeping the Dawnbreaker alive there. There's good damage potential. Oh, whoa, Barmello playing it really, really close there, but manages to get the kill. Oh, long-range Celestial Hammer there. Overall, pretty good trade here for the side of Kai Sange. Only losing Mango, who not super comfortable with the limits on this Puck hero here, especially versus Void. He's taking a lot of damage just from the step pulse combos. But, I mean, Not exactly a favored matchup, as you can see here. uh, not the easiest to play into for a puck. Um, Looks like there's going to be a smoke up top. Void Spirit with 4 Vessel Charges looking for this Ursa. He does have Enrage up here. Doesn't have the Battle Fury just yet. Their scan just barely going to miss. Down bottom, they're going to lose Tiny. Let's see if they can keep Ursa alive. They don't see him. Oh, wait, now they see him. They're going to catch him out. He should be able to get the Enrage off in time, so the Sleep not going to do a whole lot. He's just going to go for the TP out, but there's a stun there from the Venge, so we'll just have to stand his ground and fight. Down bottom, though, this bottom tower, less than a third HP. They do have Pugna, so they might be able to pressure this top tower. The Venge is going to TP in rather aggressively. I don't know if this is the play. Actually, we'll get the kill on Lord Lucci. Snapfire, not as tanky as I thought he would be. They have an Ava as well, but it's not going to be enough. Not close enough to get the catch off onto Barmello. And now, oh, whoa, the coil actually misses off into the Vengeful Spirit here. The orb, not going to connect as well. He's going to pop over to the other side looking for something, anything, but now... Whoa, Void Spirit's here as well, but now they got the Dawn coming through. It's going to get the heals off. They're going to catch the Tiny as well. If they can take him out, this should be pretty huge. Oh, the Cogs coming through. Celestial Hammer doing a bit of damage, but now up to the high ground. Shrimp Tech is going to clean up Barmello. The other side, the puck, trying to make a break for it. That's 2 for the Void Spirit. Mango still hanging around looking for something. Looks like the Nether Ward's going to be cleaned up first. He's still hanging around. Oh, whoa. Mango's going to get another. The Cookie is going to make a little bit of distance, but now there's a step through. Definitely a big win here for the Shrimp Squad. They're going to smoke up immediately after as well. They don't see a whole lot on the map. I mean, really what they see right now is the Ursa, but they're pretty far away from him, so... Curious to see if they can actually make this happen, or if they're just waiting for perhaps a puck respawn. Puck respawn would be pretty big. Well, looks like he's going to disconnect first before either respawning and dying again, so we'll just have to wait and see. If I was paying attention, though, they should have seen the courier for Void Spirit just randomly wander to the mid lane and then walk away, so if they happen to be looking, they should know that something's up here, but don't think they will know. Quick item check, going for an Ags on the Void Spirit here. Pretty good timing. I mean, Shoptech's been having pretty decent game overall, 8-2-2. We just saw that triple kill that has propelled his early mid game into a very good spot. The Ags is going to be a massive problem for this puck, who just completed Witchblade, but is not close to a Dispel of their own. Generally, I mean, pucks go for like something like the Yules, but Yules versus Void Spirit just seems like you're asking for trouble, so just might have to rely on the goodwill of your Dawnbreaker player to keep you alive in fights, perhaps. Let's go through. Lens for the Pugna. Tiny, almost at the Echo Shard. Venge still hoping for an Ags. Looks like we do have a Yules on ET, pretty good against the Ursa. Not bad at all. Ursa closing in on the Battle Fury. We saw the Witchblade on the puck. Scepter going to be soon for the Dawnbreaker. Just needs the staff with 700 gold. Clockwork. Looks like the Solar Crest. Is it done? No. Looks like he's just got most of the components so far, just missing the recipe. So quite close though. And then also going for the Pavis on the Snapfire. So doubling up a bit on the Solar Crest. Perhaps it would be better for someone to pick up a Glimmer of Force, maybe, instead of the double Solar. After all, I mean, I guess you could not purge, buff both the Ursa and the Dawnbreaker, but I don't know. I mean, I guess there is still a decent amount of physical damage if you just want to use it for the shield. So Lotus on their team would be helpful. Something versus the Silence. I don't know. Makes it a little bit harder to commit a Yules on the Ursa. Mango having some severe technical issues here. Fourth World having all the time in the world. Let's see. Quick check. Any other heroic players that I... Okay. Really only now starting a game. Seems a little bit late. Looks like Binary is in a game. We'll swap around a little bit to other heroic games. Since we're off of this one. I don't want to swap away just yet in case they happen to get good old Mango back into this. Just do a little look around. I don't think Mango's coming back anytime soon. Let's look at the Dosi game. What's happening over here? They're already in fight of some. I don't even know who's in this game. Oh, it's Han, Binary, Dosia. Oh, I forgot Binary and Dosia are playing each other here. Looks like Dosia is playing support? I don't know what's going on. There's going to be a roll through over off onto this Beastmaster. They're going to knock him down here a couple times. They got the double jump as well, a whole lot of damage. Oh. Thought maybe there was potentially for an echo there, but it looks like it was already used early on. There's a pause, one Slaughter in HK's game. Who's HK playing? Let's see. HK. He's on... Oh, for some reason I was like, he's in Heroic? No, he's in Champ. Facing... Oh, the Sol team. Okay, that's what that is. Let's see if I can actually understand what's going on in this game here. Okay, we've got our Carry Gyro, Mid Ember, Jet Spoon, Larry playing Warlock. Okay. Edge Shaker. What's this? Yeah, it is Han, okay. I thought he was still out, but I guess he's playing it now. He's back from his trip or vacation or whatever he was doing. He's potentially looking for a go on this gyrocopter, which might be a little bit crazy. Oh, he's gonna get the overpower hits. One more. Gonna get a good kill for himself there. Not bad. Good Battle Fury timing as well. I was gonna go for the treads rather than the phase this game. A little bit interesting. I feel like the movement speed would be kind of valuable, but looking for the mana regen attack speed a little bit more. Pango. That's Diffu finished up. Oh. I had like literally no idea. I was like, what is this random random alt? Don't recognize when it's not Torrentingus Dokingus in my chat. On? Oak, are they gonna get the roar on him? Yeah. The roar's gonna come out in time. They should be able to keep him chain stunned enough that the enrage. Oh, it is gonna finally come off, but I mean, this person is gonna get finished up in the end. Oh, actually running drinking buddies. Whoa, Echo Slam. Thought the animation happened a little bit before the jump, so I was a bit confused there. Dagger's gonna hit over off onto the SD, but can they get more? Looks like they're all just gonna have to back away. I think it's been a couple minutes, so we can check back and see how Mango's doing. This is a fun game, though. This is interesting. I'll swap over to the HK game next when I have time. Oh, it's a alt for. Oh my god, dude! What is happening? All right, HK game it is what we're looking at. Why is HK offline? Hello? That can't be right. I think I have Angry Sun friended. Okay, there we go. See what we're looking at here. Interesting. What the heck am I looking at here? The pause one slaughter? I feel like it's a mid. Angry Sun's their mid player. I'm pretty sure this is a carry quap. Mid slaughter. I don't know who. It's Humble Canadian. Is that Riley? I think that's Riley, right? Got Chi-Ji and he's running Shadow Shaman here. HK is not actually offline. He's just hiding. He's playing Earth Spirit. The other side, they've got Saul. Saul is definitely made Beastmaster there. Gyro. 3 DP? No, mid DP. 3... oh, of course, because of Saul. Yeah. 3 Beastmasters. Running the Helm Overlord with the Ags. Looks like they're going to drop a rock on the other side, but the Warlock will just get cleaned up regardless. Quap on the other side going to drop Sonic Wave. I have literally no idea what Gyrocopter is doing that deep right there as I orient myself into this game. It's going to be a pushback over off onto the Rubik. FJ. Not looking to a great spot to roar, though. Over onto the other side. They're going to get the kill over off onto the Slaughter. Looking back over to the Rubik. Still just getting clicked down. Stole Magnetize, able to turn it back over onto the Earth Spirit. But the other side, they're losing their cores. They're too busy just fighting this Rubik. If they're going to lose all their heroes, that's a shard on the Shadow Shaman. But what looked like a really good start for Dork Horse is not good at all. They should be able to clean up this tower here with the rest of the Exo. Well, Triceratops creep as well. Yeah. Not ideal at all. Gyrocopter. Rocking the backpacked ogre club right here. I don't know. This carry quap is interesting. Jabber always does some crazy stuff like this. There was a time when Mjolnir was like a picked up item on quap. I fear that this requires a little bit more steam to get off the ground. Looks like he's going to go for the Plasma. I think with Plasma it should deal a hell of a lot of damage. I just worry for people going on you. And whether you can sustain simply right-clicking. See. Give it a couple more minutes and see before Mango comes back, or to see when he comes back. But we will. For now, seems like a pretty interesting game as well. Try to familiarize myself with all of the different items here. 9-second BKB for the Slaughter, just going auras for the not the Undying Underlord. Blade Mail. Ags, Helm Dom, Axe, BKB for the gyro soon. DP's a little bit poor for mid. I guess Slaughter also technically poor for mid as well, both of them. Not too far ahead. I mean, I guess not really. Looking at the state of game, they're all within 1,000 of each other. Just surprised it's just one item. It's literally just the Scepter so far. Sports gonna show up in the top lane here. 3 smokes on the Shadow Shaman. Let's see if they can find anything there. Rubik? It's not gonna be spotted just yet, it looks like. Looks like both teams are wanting to make a bit of a go, but Shadow Shaman's gonna get the Hex off first. There's gonna be a rock, good slow coming out from HK, but now the Force Staff not able to get the Roar off. They should be able to make it out on the Quap, and now this Rocket's still chasing. Can they get the connection here? Are they gonna risk dropping the Rock? No. Dice here for the, what is this team called? Herd Island Sins. I don't know what that means. Oh, Earth Spirit. Whoa. HK with a bit of a crazy, I don't know what that roll was or how he got away with it, but he did. Oh, Slaughter should be able to get, ooh, a good lift to start things off. Is going to keep him in the trees, actually. He's a little bit hidden over here, but now the Beastmaster went through to the other side. The BKB comes out, but it's a really good Fatal Bonds onto Rally, so this is just bouncing back and forth for the entire team. On the other side, it looks like HK got a Magnetize off, but it doesn't really do a whole lot. That lift, I think, really neutered their fight there, putting the Slaughter in a very awkward spot. It's gonna open up Rosh here with Dire side, put this on the gyro, and he's not going to have a whole lot to worry about. Quite a good steal as well. I mean, both teams can do Rosh pretty easily, whether it's with the Corrosive Haze or the Ags on the Beastmaster. But definitely still nice to get it away from the Radiant squad. We'll watch one last smoke and then go over to the original game that we were looking at, see if they can find something, or maybe rush out a tower. They do have Exo. Looks like they'll pop it with this Arcane. If they go high ground, we'll keep watching. If they don't, we'll swap away. Okay, they're going high ground. Thank God. It is into the Underlord hero, which is a little bit difficult. It looks like they want the tier 2. Okay, let's go see what. Whoops. Hello. Let's see how much we missed here. Doesn't look like a whole lot. Okay, we missed a little bit. I think the Ags actually isn't even done on Void Spirit. We're chilling. We're fine. We got Ags on Dawnbreaker. We got the Blink on the Ursa. Whoa, speaking of which, oh my god, my hotkeys. Hello? Sorry about that. Looks like they're gonna get Scurvy there under the tower. Quick item check. Echo Saber Shard. Okay. Ags on Dawn. We're caught up. We're back into this one.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's like momentum-wise, favoring Shrimp Squad just a little bit here. I think part of it is this Void Spirit, who now actually has 11, so we missed 3 kills. On Shrimptech's Void Spirit here in the Mango DC era. Also, it does have an Ags completed after the Scurvy Dog kill, which is quite nice. Heroes are finally relevant here in the game. There's a Blake Dagger on the puck, has a DD bottled as well, but it doesn't look like they're very eager to take a fight here on Dire. Playing very spread out, perhaps just waiting for an Ursa. Actually, it's Basher, not BKB. So, maybe that's the timing? I'm not sure. It's just the BKB on the Dawn. I feel like they have the tools to take a good fight. Oh look, Snapfire actually did pivot over to the Glimmer. I'm glad that they're not running double Solar Crest. Very nice. The portal here, looking for a 20-minute Torm.
The dire scan, on the hunt for radiant forces.
Fifth hero to make this go quite quickly. It's gonna be a shard for the Pugna here, so gets the better cast range on the Nether Ward. Has the ability to life drain on the Nether Ward as well. Not super useful this game. It's better at clearing like Illus. But you know, why not? Slightly grouping here. They have smoke on Scurvy, so perhaps a counter smoke into the Radiant. They did split up a little bit. They see the Void Spirit, so they should be able to catch him here. I think with the Blink Coil, it should be pretty... Ooh, they're going to lead with the hook shot, surprisingly. Interesting. Perhaps they were scared about the potential save with Swap on the Coil, but... Oh, well, I say that. They're going to use the Coil right now and drop literally everything they have here to kill this Void Spirit. Shrimp feeling a little bit confident with the hookshot being used. Oh, whoa. Huck is Mango. What is that button pressing, brother? He's going to get caught out here, perhaps a little bit foolishly, I think. So, both teams getting a bit of a trade. KB done from the Dawnbreaker. Yeah, Teju is swapping to a BKB instead of a Basher. I think that's the right play. You can always circle back for the Basher afterwards. And I think you also need a Nullifier. Someone's going to have to get it this game. And it's probably going to be the Ursa. I mean, you could get it on Dawn, but... play a little bit more for results. I think he has potential with Starbreaker. Oh, whoa. Mango, gonna steal away the shield rune. Out from under the nose of Radiant. Looks like it's gonna be a Shadow Blade on the Tiny. I was kind of theorizing what he might go for, whether it's the S and Y, whether it's the Blink. It looks like the Shadow Blade is the choice. Curious if he goes for like a AC or something next. Circles back for the S and Y. It's not a terrible S and Y game, I think. It's pretty nice. Good AC game. Could just go for like a Daedalus. A lot of good damage potential. Again, I think we talked about it. Me. There's no one else here. The ET Aura has good potential with the Tiny. And the Void Spirit as well. Puts out a lot of mixed damage, so... whether it's the Spirit or the hero on you, he's gonna get buffed up. I thought it's called a magic armor reduction. What is magic armor reduction? Nowhere in the game, other than like that spell, does it say like magic armor reduction. Looks like the BKB, though, going to be finished up for the Ursa here, so he's pretty darn strong right now. Can probably fight up versus this Tiny decently well, I think. In a 1v1. Oh, there's going to be a swap back over onto the Snapfire right here. The Glimmer not going to keep her alive a little bit longer, but now the Axe does come in. Dawnbreaker looking for something. Going to get the stun over off onto the bench, but again, this is a Scepter here. Is going to get decrept up. A good Cogs holding these two heroes together, but the three cores are also in a bit of a pickle themselves. Ursa going to get stunned up. Oh, the swap actually pushes him over to the other side, but now the Glimmer BKB keeping alive the other side. Pugna is going to get cleaned up, but now Lucci, I think that's a buyback on the Snapfire. Yeah, that's a dieback for him. Manages to keep his, carry alive, but bit of an expensive play there. Mango now showing up as well, but not willing to commit a little. It looks like I think he got gone on by the Tiny from the look of it. Yeah, it was quite a committal into the Venge there, who, again, has a second life. The Pugna did a good job of keeping just delaying it a little bit longer, making them expend basically everything they had just for those two heroes. Looks like there's gonna be Yasha on Tiny. Scurvy, caught out, killed off. Another kill over to this Void Spirit. Shrimptech doing an excellent job, I think, of this game. I was kind of looking to him to be tempo for his team, and I think he's really taking that to heart. Sange still pretty farmed, but some scary heroes to deal with, and I don't think they have the necessary like backline jumpers so far. They have all the pieces, but they haven't been able to put them together. Spogna is going to be a problem if they can't get a hero onto them.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Middle tower is no more.
Tier 2 tower is getting cleaned up right now.
Tower is under attack.
What is this, the Nether Blast or the Shard tree grab? Does it no longer give bonus
Under attack.
building damage? Where does that come from? Is that not a...
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I guess it no longer has... It's building damage anywhere. I don't know. Interesting. GD Rude is going to be in the top river here, but neither team have eyes on it right now, so it might just... Nope, Shrimptech's going to walk by, so we'll be able to swap his bottle in, pick it up. Perhaps go for a Roche here, put that on the Tiny so they can effectively siege, who is completing up an S and Y.
Enemies.
Venge as well, going for a Yasha item into a Butterfly, it looks like. Comes out, but catch anyone here. Oh, whoa, the double jump in. They're looking for the puck. He's gonna blink over to the other side. He's gonna yield himself up into the air to try and make a dodge for it. Somehow manages to get away. I'm eating my words about Yules being a bad item this game, at least when it comes to the Void Spirit, because the setup was not enough to catch out this puck. Breaking Pike. Gonna push Muffins to safety, but now the other side, Scurvy gonna get caught out, gonna get tossed over to the creep wave, actually does not get caught. Whoa, swap back into this one, the stun comes out, Barmello gonna pop his BKB, gonna look for more, they're gonna get the bashes over off onto the Void Spirit, the hook shot as well, Scurvy basically sacrificing his life there to try and get this kill. The toss-up onto Mango is gonna make things a little bit harder for him. There's an Enrage to play with, at least on the Ursa here. He's gonna be forced to pop it, but not before he's already down to 15% HP. Able to blink out. There's going to be a stun plus the toss forward over off into the Venge. Is running out of HP, but has a second life to play with, so doesn't really care. This Pugna keeping the Tiny very healthy as well. A good force forward. It's going to get him another kill onto Barmello there. It's a good play onto the Void Spirit, but they lost a whole lot more. This Pugna is a very, very large problem for them. It decreps all of that. Deju is going to get the Basher, going for the Shard, hoping just for a little more enraged play. I mean, but this Nullifier has to come out soon. Yeah, Barmello, he's going for the Refresher build. Gonna play entirely for his ult. I mean, the double ult can be quite good. Don't get me wrong. A lot of good potential for that, but I think you can kind of just let the Pugna do its thing, and you weather the storm of the two Solar Guardians, of the BKB on the Ursa, the coil. Not enough so far. We have Parasmo soon for Mango, which should up their damage just a little bit. Scurvy has an Ogre Axe. What is this going to be, though? A BKB? An Axe? E-Shroud, perhaps? Who knows? I would assume that he goes for maybe a BKB, but I wouldn't be too mad about an Axe either. Mango could potentially get caught out here. I'm just looking for something. It's actually going to spot out. Whoa, going a little bit early off onto Mango right here. The Tiny not in position to get this. There's going to be a Yules, though, is going to make things a little bit awkward, and now he's going to die. Bit of a mistime there, I think, on the Yules. But either way, the Tiny hunting you, things are going to be difficult, and he is closing in on a BKB of his own. It's going to be a shard over to the Elder Titan. So he can now basically blink in with his Echo Stomp. Not sure how useful that's going to be, but see if he ever does alt cast his spell. It's going to get closed out here. They've got the Aegis here for just about another 3 minutes. Put it on the Void Spirit, so Shrimptech can play with pretty much absolute impunity here in this game. Has a Manta, something else flying out for him. Just a TP. BKB is going to be finished for Tiny. Part of the Butterfly is going to get picked up here for the Venge. Good fort. Is going to stop the extra toss damage as well, but they're going to counter fort, going to try and keep their Siege Creep alive. Decrepit, 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 yes! They're going to heal it up as well. Whoa, the swap back into the Remnant! Mango! Caught lacking here. A great swap play from Muffins. Unexpected combo coming through. That's just going to open up potentially 2 lanes of racks. Not sure how you fight these heroes without the coil. Oh, as I say that, they're going to go and they're going to kill the... Holy shit, they're just going to kill the Earth... Not the Earth Spirit, the Elder Titan to finish things off, but now... They don't have a whole lot more to fight with. That's a BKB out from Teju. They do have another ult here. Armello, he's going to pop his Refresher, pop his BKB, so he's got another set of spells to go with if they want to fight this, but I feel like... Oh, whoa. Cogs? He's going to get the catch off into the Venge here, but is pretty much fine just hitting the racks so far. They have Puck in a couple seconds here. That was a buyback on ET, so he's back into this one, but looks like another Dawn Ult coming through. That's a dieback off onto the ET here. A whole lot of damage. They're going to get the coil as well. Venge going to go down. Oh, the pullback onto the Tiny as well. He's going to die, and now Shrimptech able to step away to the other side, but now the Pugna is going to try and make a run for it. Has the Decrep, has the Ghost Scepter to try and maybe make something happen. It's not going to use either of those, and is just going to try and suck their way to victory, but it's not going to work here. Oh, Barmello has to be a little bit careful. This Venge. The Ag's still a threat here. Actually has spells coming up really soon. Oh, this actually looks like just gonna focus the racks. With the swap, maybe? Oh! Gets the swap. Nah. Should be able to kill this Ilu now. So pretty great hold. I mean, I thought they committed the buyback, but that was actually the buyback on the ET, which pretty much amounted to very little. Large gold swing, massive XP change. Didn't lose the melee racks here in the mid lane. Obviously, they did lose top, but that was kind of a given with the kill on Mango. Aegis about to expire as well. Looks like a sheep is going to be the next pickup for Shrimptech, so Mango's going to have to be really extra careful. Wants a scepter. It's going to do a decent amount of damage, but until you get +1 item, it's going to be a little bit harder here. Oh, ooh. Mango able to barely get away here, but I doesn't want to hang around a little too much. Void Spirit spots you. Can still very much kill you quickly. We have the Nullifier finished up for Ursum. Very nice to see. Is going to go for the Abyssal next, which is probably a better build-up this game. I mean, the days of Vanguard Abyssal are gone. I think the Sange makes this item just a whole lot better. It feels a lot more comfortable to build into. Also makes you a decent amount tankier. Big fan of the build-up on this item now. I think it's just a lot better. It doesn't feel absurdly OP as well, since you're still having to deal with this 1200 recipe and a 2000 gold item. You know, it doesn't feel too good, I think. I think maybe if they like buff the hell out of Sange by accident, maybe this item becomes like absurdly OP, but I highly doubt it. It's literally a 6,000 gold item, so probably be fine. There's smoke. Mango, though, is going to get silenced up. It's going to Yules into the air. Is going to get... Oh, actually, the Remnant is tanked up by Barmello there. And they're able to get the kill. Mango still ends up dying, though, in the chaos. The hookshot is going to miss, though. ET, Gale Guard, Glimmer Cape on the run. Now Venge going to show up to this one. It's BKB out from Scurvy is going to cat Venge here. But now the backline's Pugna is going to get slaughtered there with the Nullifier jump in. And now another ult from Barmello is going to get the stun up. They're going to get the catch over off onto the AT. The cookie comes through as well. They're going to get the kill over off onto Lucci here with the Venge. But now she's going to be losing life number 1, potentially life number 2. If they can get another catch, the Starbreaker not going to connect. The haste. Oh, good steal. The blink away. Dodging out the magic missile as well. The Nullifier clearing off the shield. Interesting buyback here from the Snapfire. Not sure what this is for. Perhaps feeling that the base is threatened, but that was a pretty excellent fight here from Kai Sange. Again, losing poor Mango, but got the coil out over off onto the Void Spirit, which is really all that mattered. Just holding him down. I think the BKB perhaps a little more important than this Hex, but he's already committed with the Tiara. So we'll see what he does. I just have to wonder if instead of going for the BKB, he goes for like a Hex Wind Waker, because secondary is 25. Really, Invis or Wind Waker is really all you have against the Ag's piercing Dream Coil. And I guess you can Ghost Scepter as well, but it's not going to do a whole lot. I mean, there's also the Nullifier already in play, so the Wind Waker doesn't feel as great. I don't know. It's a bit tough. It's a bit tough for the itemization. I think they still are in a decent space. I mean, mid and top lanes are going to be pushing into the Dire, so they have to respond to that. Got a guaranteed respawn for Roshan 30. Looks like it's going to be a very, very late respawn. It's kind of funny how observers and casters no longer see the exact Roche timing. We see the little clock thing, so we know it's going to be up in 5 seconds, and the Rockets will show both teams that it's... Is this clock thing broken? Oh, I guess it is. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Mango's just gonna jump in here. Nullifier. Ursa's gonna jump the other way by accident, but... Oh, in the backlines, Lucci is gonna get caught out here, but now they're gonna go straight up onto the Tiny. The BKB is gonna get popped. He actually still gets stunned. I don't know by what. Was that a bash? I'm not sure. But they're going to focus him down. A really, really messed up fight here for them. Shrimp Tech is going to get stunned up. Do they have the hookshot as well? No, great swap from Muffins. Going to get the Void Spirit down to the low ground. Good force as well. Great spellcasting. We're going to keep them from losing any more heroes, but now Mango's going to jump into this one. He's going to get a silence up, but now the Manta, the turn, the stun. He uses it up into the air, though. Now Barmello's looking for something a little bit more. The Remnant is going to get the catch there, but they're going to get... Oh, no. Ursa in the backline still looking for this Pugna over here. He's going to use the Astral Staff to try and keep himself alive. There's another decrep coming through. The Enrage, the Bash, turning back over to the other side. The swap over off to Mango. He's going to put himself under. Not going to get hit by the silence, but now the stun. There it is. It gets the cash. The Starbreaker gets Void Spirit. And now the Nully. Great stomp, though. Marshall should be able to make sure that there's a turn over off onto Mango. Again, there can't be a fight without Mango dying. The Glimmer also going to keep him alive, but now Ursa to the other side. Yule's up into the air. Can they get another hit here? There's a hook shot in one. There it is, the connection. They've got the catch. There's a Void Spirit buyback, but they should be able to complete the kill. Over off onto the ET. Barmello looks like he's going to be the sacrificial lamb on the other side, unable to get the BKB off in time. And all the while, Roche taking a long trip down to his summer home. A huge, huge gold swing, though, for Kai Sange. Now up 5k. Didn't really take a whole lot of building damage either, so... positive fight. This does mean also that this Hex is going to be absurdly delayed. They did have an Ob Sentry watching these two heroes make this play over here. So they will know what's happening. The question is, can they get this Roche before the Dawnbreaker respawns? Because these double Solar Guardians are a problem. I think the combo with that, with the Nullifier, this Pugna's game is no longer that easy. Committed for the E-Blade, which is useful versus the Nullifier. I love the Shadow Blade, by the way. This Ursa does not have slots for Dust anymore, so this is going to be quite good. Whoa. They're actually just going high ground. This Snapfire Courier is getting it. I don't know where that one was going. Scurvy gonna get caught out here. The swap though goes off into Mango. Can he get the? Ooh, he gets the Sound Sway, but not the blink. Mango again getting killed off here. There's gonna be the catch over off into Shrimp Tech here, but he is gonna get healed by the Pugna. Mega Creeps potentially going to get claimed here. Dawnbreaker up in 4 seconds. Can they actually defend this in time? The Tiny do so much damage, but now they're running in. The toss over onto Shrimp Tech. The ET Splitter as well, able to do a whole lot of damage. The Solar Guardian is not going to connect over off the Tiny. The Force Staff, the push away. The E-Blade keeping him onto the low ground alive. Astral Staff as well. Now Scurvy Dog going to get caught out here. Stun up. There's no BKB left for the Ursa. He's taking a whole lot of damage, and he's gone. He does have a buyback. He's forced to commit it. They haven't gotten anything of value. The stun, Barmello, another click and he's gonna go down as well. There's gonna be a hit over off onto the Venge. But they claim Mega's Kaya Sange. Had the front foot on the game, but now they threw it all out the window. An excellent heads-up play from the Shrimp Squad to just go for the throat there. Recognizing the buyback from Shrimp Tech was not something that required them to play passive. Probably it's Shrimp Squad, but it's Shrimp Chat. Looked like they'd be able to pull it back, but you can see how even this game was. I mean, 40-40, 42 minutes. Graph staying mostly even for gold. Swung a little bit back and forth for XP, but could have really gone either way. Just some crucial misplays. Puck also, 12 deaths. Unfortunately not ideal. Do have to give, I think, my special shout out, I think, to Shrimp Tech for basically running the first 30 minutes of the game. Had the like couple deaths in the end, which not too bad, you know. Sometimes you just get coiled. Yeah, I know. Literally, you look away and then suddenly there's Mega Creeps and they're hitting Throne. Barmello looks like he's done with his game. Let's see, who else are we looking at? Binary also done with that game. Just want to go back and see if any of the games we were following are still going. Nope, also done. Who's Billy play? I don't know what game that is. Looks like the HRI game also. Oh, let's look at the Stanny game. Level 19 Ursa. I actually don't know who Staniel is playing tonight. Let's see. Stanny. Oh, we're about to find out who he's playing. Okay. Start late, or is this game 2? It's 10:17. There's literally no way this is game 2. I feel like that's impossible. The only one I know on this team is Trash Boat. Looks like we have a core Wyvern. It's kind of interesting. Void Spirit again. Void Spirit, Ursa, Dawnbreaker, Clockwork. A couple of the same heroes. Oh, this is going to be a kill. On to King Bob. Just going to get jumped under his tower there. But they're going to get the Torm on the other side over onto the Clockwork. So that's not bad at all. Oh, whoops. Sorry. I forgot. I usually do that when I go into the main menu. Usually I don't watch other games in between games, but here we are. All three cores looking pretty good on this is Dark Horse, not Dork Horse. 13k net worth lead as well. There's a TB here though. Only just gonna get the shard. Had a random Blade of Alacrity as well. So a bit of a difficult build up so far. Ursa is up for Dark Horse to maybe look to take. Slush looks like he's doing quite well. Rue has a Yule's finished up, has the full blink Kaya Sange as well by 20. Looks to be doing quite well. There is an Obs Ward here that does, in fact, spot them moseying into the pit. Looks like there's going to be a smoke up from Radiant here. There's a Donald, though, so they have to be careful for that. It does have Ags as well. Oh, Orchid going to go over off onto the Clockwork. They're going to focus everything, really, for this guy. But now, whoa. There's going to be a curse. It's onto the Dawnbreaker, though, so he is actually just going to basically tank all of that. They're going to get the Aegis pretty much just for the sacrifice of the Clockwork here, and now maybe they're going to look for something here. Void Spirit is going to be fine to jump away here, but now Ursa's going to get the bash off onto the Wyvern. No chance there for the Cold Embrace. He's going to get, in turn, stunned by the Ogre Creep, but I think he'll take that. Looks like to be a Lincoln's on Mr. Spud here. Yeah. I mean, if you're Dawn and you want to be playing side lanes, you can't have the Spirit Breaker constantly bullying you. It does also help that when you jump in, you can't instantly get cursed as well. With Recursive, I think you probably do want to just get rid of the Clockwork there to start, but...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Alright, let me set a 10-minute timer. And by then, they'll probably be into the draft for the other game. So I don't overstay on this one. Void Spirit is going to get stunned up. The TP going to get canceled there. Good catch there from Rue. Another hit or two with the Pulse Nova should be enough. Yeah. Just going to get run down. This game looking heavily in the favor of Dark Horse right now. I say that they're going to lose Spud, but there is a smoke up. Clockwork. Oh, hook shot. Stanny's going to tank that one for the boys. Just going to look for something a little bit more. Cog's going to get the catch over off onto the Wyvern. They might be able to get the curse off in time here, but the bash comes through just in time, though. The curse is there over off onto the Clockwork. He might not actually die to it, though. The blink is there, Stanny. Still able to get more on the other side. Holy hell, they are getting run over. This is a steamroll and a half. Stanny looking for... No way he's looking for more, yeah. He's gonna set his sights on the tier 2 mid. Yeah, this game is not looking too hot for the Radiant Courier team. It's an Ag's done on the Void Spirit, so maybe that does something, but ooh, whoa. The Axe on Stanny, he feels very confident. He'll give him the buffer he needs to get his BKB as well. So this Ursa feeling pretty good. Unlike the one in our previous game. Sun Zeus into the Yules into the Refresher. I do love a pause 4 build. But I mean, you got your Shard, you might as well go greedy. Shard from the Torm, that is, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Thank you. Welcome to the chat. I'm not sure if I've actually seen you before, but welcome. So we're gonna maybe clean up this bottom tower here with the Siege Creep. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. Stanny has the BKB done. Item check across the board. I'm actually gonna go for the D-Lance on the TP, so looking to be entirely defensive here with the Pike, not looking for a Yasha item, which I think is correct. This Ursa has the potential to bully the hell out of you. The same thing with the Lesh. The Shiva's is going to be done as soon as there's a courier available. Oh my god, Stanny is slaughtering people. Pike might be give you just enough to maybe break away from the Lesh in time to get like a Sunder off or something to that effect. They do see the Ursa here. With this Orchid, they could claim life number 1. They're gonna get the stun off. Maybe they can drop a Remnant for the respawn, but let's just make a break for it. Yeah. Not really worth the risk of going for the second life, especially into that BKB. Yeah, it's been a minute. I haven't heard of an AD2L in a hot minute as well. Oh, Spirit Breaker. Caught it with the Yules. Cleaned up by Rue. Yeah. This game, I don't want to call it curtains just yet, but it's looking a little bit hard. Especially for a TB. This is a hard TB game. I'm curious to see when exactly he was picked in the draft. So it feels like there's a lot of heroes that do good things to a TB. Oh, whoa. It's going for the TB right here. The bash comes through the BKB as well. Look at that coordination. Good hookshot as well to finish things off, to make sure the TB can't do anything else. On the other side, Trash Boat, poor guy. Gonna get clicked up here by Spud. I think Wyvern realized that was a terrible idea to TP into this one. They're gonna clean up the Golem as well, 150 gold over onto the Ursa. Yeah, this game, they have as many kills as they have net worth, and almost as many as the minutes in the game. This one, I believe, is going to be very, very over here for Dark Horse. Hopefully this is just game 1, because if this is game 2, then this is brutal for them. Yeah, I think if anybody shows on the map, they're just asking to be deleted. Invis out from Lesh. This Clockwork is also going crazy behind enemy lines right here. Oh, can they find the Wyvern? They might see him. Oh, there it is. They're gonna get the Donald as well. 2 for the price of 1. Splitter, it's gonna connect over off onto the Spirit Breaker. Yeah. Yeah, this is this game is so over. Let's check back in. Armello. Okay, he's not even in the game yet. Let's see, what else can we look at here? Let's see what Billy's up to. Say, is this?
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Is it same tool? Yeah, it seems like. Still explained this season?
Top barracks has fallen.
So I don't know what team this is. Yeah, Roko. Rampage Chill. Oh, Bungus is on this team. Which one is Bungus? Is that Slaughter? Bungus can't be playing here. I'm pretty sure I have him friended, right? The enemy team. Maybe Silix is in. Oh wait, no. Maybe he's in for Bungus. I don't know. Oh whoa. Spear comes through, but not able to get the arena off. The Yules, though, into the air is going to purge off that Orchid, but now the Sonic Wave comes through. Stolen Spear as well, pins him to the building right there. The back lines, the push away is going to push the starter a little bit closer to the fountain here, but Magnus still going to be in a whole lot of trouble. Manages to blink away in time, but this Invoker is going to get forced back to the fountain. The AA, unfortunately, is actually going to get a little bit of an assist there with the lift to try and get out here, but now Bailey looking for something more. Has the blink up in one. This Abba, though, a little bit dangerous. Manages to blink away from that tornado as well. Has an entire Bloodthorn. My god. Jug is finally up. Looks like the Jug was not available for that entire high ground defense. They did commit the Kata, though. Sonic Wave going to be used to secure the melee racks, I guess. Not sure if that does any damage to buildings. Oh my god, Rubik going in. Gonna get a spear over off onto the AA, which should be enough to kill him off, though. He's got the Yules to purge it off. 2 Yules, both of them in the air. Gonna use the Ice Blast to get that one. Another Yules to keep Billy alive. See what Silix can find. Looks like nothing. He's gonna go for the creep wave. Keep these buildings alive here. Oh, yeah. Sure, but either way, a brutal game for whatever the team that was playing Dark Horse. I already forgot. I would say the chances of them winning that game are 0.0001%. So these two teams, let's see, what are they? What's the standing for them? Roko is for team. It says Cabrones, which I assume is supposed to be like Cabron, but you know, is 2 wins. So these teams are pretty much the bottom of the table here. So I don't know if either of these teams, maybe Roko can make it to playoffs. They're only 10th. So if they can win this, they'll maybe go up to the 8th spot and then fight tiebreakers for week 8, perhaps. If they win their next 2 games, I don't know. So it's actually kind of important for them to take this, I guess. So that's Dire, that's Billy's team, okay. Game's not out of their hands. They are down 2 sets with a 3rd exposed. H is over off onto the Slardar, who looks like is their off laner this game. I guess you don't really need to put it on Abba, right? It's quite useless. Let's check my timer. We just passed 10 minutes. We'll see if this game ends with this last push, and then swap back over to the Barmello game, because I think we're still potentially in the drafting phase right now, especially with the delay counting out, so I think we're fine to stick around here. And I'm kind of interested to see where this game goes. They've got the banner on the Venom. Oh, I know Indieman. I know a couple of these people. Okay, yeah. Well, looks like they're going to have to be prepped and ready here on Dire. There's a BKB on Abba. You don't see that every day. Bit of a smoke play around the other side. Let's see what they can find. Silix is going to get a nice spear back. He's going to have to use that rebuke right away. He's going to get the Bloodthorn used on him. There's a Hex over off onto Billy, unfortunately. He's going to get a Yules up into the other side. Maybe he can get the... Oh, not able to get the RP off here. The BKB, though, is going to run out, so Slardar is going to die inside the arena right here. Can they get anything else on the respawn? Maybe commit the Omni? There's going to be a lift up into the air. The Bloodthorn is open. Now the Manta comes through. The stun is coming out in time. The Spear not going to connect. Actually, I don't know how that Spear didn't hit the Slaughter right there. I'm not sure at all, but they will be able to get at least 1 kill out of this one. There's a Hex over off onto the Jug. The Force Spirit's doing a decent amount of damage over off onto the Rubik, but not enough to finish the job. So they do hold. They hold with 2 heroes here. And that was without the use of RP. It's a good ward on this high ground and good positioning to stop that wraparound smoke attempt. But it looks like they're not done just yet. The Hex over off onto the Invoker. That is a blink in from the Quaps, but he does have the BKB to play around with still. Yeah, there's going to be a TP out, the Sonic Wave to the side. He should be safe in the fountain, though. They don't really have... Oh, Jug? Oh, no, the skewer entirely whiffed by Billy, unfortunately. Is going to get stolen up from Rubik. Looks like he wasn't willing to jump in and skewer for any dire heroes. Ice Blast? Ah, not gonna hit anything. It's gonna send that out of the map, it looks like. Hold on to this game, but it did cost them quite a bit. They can maybe work towards this Hex on Mars. This could be something, but I think they really need to keep their heroes alive. If they can maybe get like an RP Ice Blast with the Kata, could be enough. Okay, I feel committed. Let's see. Okay, he's level 1 right now, so we're still fine, because counting the 5-minute delay, good. Stick with this game. A smoke up from Radiant, perhaps looking to make a little mosey up the high ground, see what they can find. It could be the Invoker, which is a pretty big kill if they can just go for it here. They're going to try and jump in. The Bloodthorn's there. He does have buyback, though. Heals up into the air to try and keep Billy alive. Oh, he's going to get skewered away, actually, by the Rubik. Lifted up into the air, plus he's hexed. He's gone. There are buybacks in play, though. Both of them going to come out. The BKB out from Slardar here. What more can they find? Looks like the last melee Rex is going to be focused down by the Abba. He's going to try and walk away a little bit, but I think he can just go for this one. BKB, focus it down, hit this. They can't really commit anything big to take him out here. He's going to BKB away. The Omni Slash used just for the Venomance here. Stolen Arena is going to catch someone, maybe? I don't know. The Spit is there as well, so this Rubik is going to die, but that's really only the supports here for Mega Creeps, so not a bad trade, and that's 2 buybacks as well. They're going to smoke up. I don't think that was seen, but they don't really see anything on the map. This Quap, difficult to catch out, still playing with the BKB, so they're going to have to commit a full RP. Maybe they can catch her right here. Billy is going to get the... Whoa! It was like a skewer of like 1 foot. And now, oh, the Swift Slash. Not enough damage to kill her off. You're going to get the Sonic Wave as well. A good Glepnir catch, but again, there's going to be a Blink. Doesn't even have the 25 talent. Is home free. Just dealing with... Oh, AA. Feeling way too confident walking down here. Yeah, that was probably their best attempt to try and turn the tides. Quick smoke play into something. I think this skewer is probably a bit of a misclick, unfortunately, from good old Billy. It's a bit of a despair game for Mars, having to circle back to the Ghost Scepter. I mean, I guess there are no nullifiers currently in the game. This Ava is ginormous right now. The O-Blink, looking for the Scepter next. Surely they can finish the game in the next, like, 2 minutes, right? Surely. They have all their heroes up. Let's take a look at buybacks real quick. Just on the Mars is what we have. A's off by 600 gold. Jug definitely not getting buyback if they decide to push right now. 1800 away. Quap and Slaughter, both with buyback. The rest of the team, it's all gold. And, I mean, for Radiant, they've got probably like 4 good throws left, you know? Maybe a 5th. This game's looking pretty secure in their favor. He's gonna go for a full Wind Waker on the Star, so... Wants to go entirely defensive, just keep himself alive. No point tempting fate. A refresher for AA, you don't see that every day. So, looking to, I guess, really prioritize these Ice Blasts. I don't think this refresher is gonna come out during this game, but, you know, it's always good to hope for something, I think. Looks like they're gonna get all their waves in. Take this nice and slow. Invoker hoping for a Hex, but I mean, really, we haven't even seen like a full combo here from Dire. It's just a little bit too hard. Too many BKBs. Got the Abba shield. Good smoke up here, though. See what they find. If they catch Invoker again, I mean, it's looking pretty good. No one's really willing to show, though. I think Invoker might have learned his lesson. Stepping too far up. They see the Forge Spirits, so maybe that's enough. I say that. Billy. Always gonna empower the Forge Spirit. Huge. It now has plus 43 damage. Very clutch. They're gonna scan. Maybe they're just willing to jump in. They find the jug. Oh! Not able to catch him in time. I think the Ked just brute forced his high ground, but maybe not willing to make that much of a risky play. There's a Roche if they want to go for it. I say that, but Veno's just going to throw everything on this Mars right here. Oh, there's going to be a stolen RP from Rubik. They're going to catch them both here. The Cat is going to connect as well. Over off to the quad. Pops the BKB, but manages to blink away. They only get the Venomancer there for basically their entire kit there. Mars holding the bulwark, just standing the ground, hoping for the best here, but now Billy's going to get obliterated here by the Slaughter Corrosive Haze. They're going to use the ult on the Abba here, but now another Hex comes through. There's a Sonic Wave in 8 seconds here on the Quap. They're focusing down these tier 4s. Abba still has a BKB to play with. They've got the banner dropped as well. Oh, the RP stolen by Rubik. They've got the Crush follow-up as well. The catch onto the Mars, the Bloodthorn as well. This game looking very over. They've got just the Invoker and the Mars. Just going to get Hexed up. Stolen Rebuke. Yeah. Another Bloodthorn. BKB comes out. Spear away, though, but this Abba's in there, clicking him, taking him down. Doesn't have the borrowed time, so not willing to do any fountain diving. But Rubik, oh, the spear in! Oh, beautiful stuff. The XD as well for the disrespect. Some really good Rubik gameplay, though. My god. Alright, now we can go over to the Barmello game that we were originally covering. See how things are going. See how we timed it. Really good timing. Barely missed anything. Let's get the quick checkup. Actually, kills happening bottom. CM. Scarvy, of course. Of course, it's Scarvy playing CM. Wait. They were... Oh no, they're Radiant. Okay, god. Another carry Tiny, wow. Fourth world on the Jakiro. Quick check, okay. Teju Medusa, they've got the mid-timber, Pause 3 Axe, 4 Wyvern, 5, Crystal Maiden. Shrimp Tech's running the Lush here, they're running the carry Tiny, they've stolen the Dawn, got the Disruptor 4, Jakiro 5. So, looks like Sange has the save heroes this time, in terms of supports, but the Dawnbreaker, on the side of Shrimp Shack. Not having a great time in this lane, it looks like. Not the easiest against Jakiro Tiny. I mean, Jakiro, known for being just a easy... I mean, look at that. That's dirty. Ugh. Fourth world. Horrible. He's gonna get a Battle Hunger off, though. It does a decent amount of damage. Running the all multitude of armor item builds, you know. Got 2, 2, 4. Not bad. Down bottom, Teju's gonna lose a courier. Looks like he actually did get the magic wand sent over to him, though, plus the null tally. So effectively getting 4.4 HP regen here, especially thanks to the Arcane Aura. It's actually kind of fun thinking about the the CM. You actually, I'm gonna tab up for a second, just because I feel like the other facet on CM is actually a lot more useful versus Dusa. Because it actually restores her own and allies' mana when casting spells. But it only increases CM's mana costs, not everyone else's, so I feel like that's actually pretty useful versus the Dusa. Now, back into the game, though. Haste picked up from Disruptor. Has a glimpse as well if he wants to commit it onto Timber, but I don't really see a kill coming from anywhere. I mean, I guess they had Edict up, so maybe. Yeah, this looks like a pretty good Dusa game. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say this was last picked because it seems pretty uncontested. But not entirely certain. So gonna be a... Actually, there's no toss just yet. The Blood Grenade's gonna go back over off onto... Oh, Axe! Mango is gonna die mid. Ooh, good heals as well. Got the Battle Hunger turn over off onto the Chikiro. We do lose Mango. Clean up in the middle lane. That's a funny voice line. Wizard Runes are going to get traded evenly to both sides. If they can get an Urn Charge over off onto this Axe, they can really accelerate this lane. But right now, it's not ideal. Fourth World just dumping the entire kit over off onto the Axe here. If you had Battle Hunger, you might be able to kill... Oh, there it is. Now, Urn... Plus the Battle Hunger, over off onto the Jikiro. Yeah, there it is, baby. Speak about it and it will come into existence there. Yeah. If these supports really do anything to Lesh. Mango hoping for a little bit of damage. Oh, will lose though to Edict. That's honestly absurd how Edict stays after Lesh's death. I'm not a fan of that. I think that's some utter garbage. Should be changed. But that's okay. Oh, Dusa has to be a little bit careful. He's going to get hit by the Starbreaker here. Just has 4 wand charges to play it. That's not a whole lot of HP. The Ice Path comes through as well. Muffins, though, has to make a run for it. The physical shield not going to do anything here for the Dusa. Yeah, I don't like Glacial Guard. Not that the other facet would have magically saved the Dusa there, but I do think it is. I think it is the better facet overall. Ice Path is going to get the catch over off onto the CM, but now Barmello is going to show up here. Is actually going to get the Dawnbreaker as well. Not going to get the dunk, but should get the kill with the Urn. So pretty good TP for this Axe. Looks like mid there are shenanigans afoot. The Edict is done. No, it's not done. I lied. The Edict is not done. Chat, I repeat, it is not done. But the extra damage should be enough with the turn. If Mango can hit his spells, Mango... Oh, the vital clicks from Lucci might be enough. Showing back up for the XP of a Timber. But... Lesh, perhaps overextending a bit. I feel like you want to play... If not conservatively, but not too crazy before you get the blink. Once you get the blink, I feel like then you're just balls to the wall, running at people. Yeah. Guess I'm just gonna hang around here. Try and hold this tower for as long as possible. Not putting any points in the Stone Gaze just yet. Not feeling too threatened. Do have to be a little bit careful, though. Mid lane, there's a Jikiro hanging around. They actually have committed 2 wards here to watch both runes, so... This power rune should be firmly in the hands of the Shrimp Shack here, I think, for the foreseeable few minutes. Up top, 3 Radiant Heroes should be enough to pressure out this tower. See if Lesh can find a Dusa. It is time that he's not farming his Blink Dagger, so maybe he just goes and kills Mango. Not sure. There isn't a sentry mid, so... Yeah. It's just not worth it when you're so close to Blink. There's gonna be a fort coming out. Did Dire? Whoops. Whoa. I think Dire forted.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
They will trade tier 1s though, so it's not that bad. Radiant will fort again, which is... guys, did you not realize you just forted? So I guess both teams are wasting forts in a way.
Radiant's middle tower
Blink is on the courier, so there's potential for some good plays here.
middle tower.
The vessel, though, is soon to be completed for Barmello. Just a couple gold away. If they can show this Leshier and then maybe back up for the Blink Dagger, this could be big. It looks like they're kind of just pressing the issue, though. They're going to catch the Timber. Oh, Mango with the style points there. He was definitely ready for that one, yeah. Actually, don't know how you... I guess you counter it, but you just gotta drop the Ice Path as well? Probably.
This'll come in handy.
12-minute rune is gonna be bottom again, so Shrimp Tech gonna pick up this regen. Ice Nudge, though, looking to be a little more passive for, I think, the next couple minutes here. Gonna go for the Blade Mail before the Blink on Axe. He's got the Vessel, so that's pretty good for them, but they have no real initiation here. There's no Blink on the Timber. It's like he's going for the Kaya into the Veil. So he's not gonna have... It's not a whole lot of good fight start for them. Looks like Wyvern's opting for the Blink, but again, just jumping in and cursing is not going to be super ideal. They do spoke up, looking to invade the triangle, but little do they know there is, in fact, nothing here. Perhaps they find this stack. Maybe the Wyvern on the high ground. They're going to blink up here. Are they going to blink up there? They are going to blink up there. They're going to get the catch over off onto the Axe here, but the Dawn ult comes through. They're going to kill both of these heroes. A whole lot in the triangle for them to get. Might just get the stack, look to clean it up. Or maybe the tower instead. Looking for the juicier target on Mango. Try and watch and see where he's going for. The blink in is going to catch him out. Yeah, I don't know what they're hoping for. Scurvy. Only level 5. Oh! They get the kill on Shrimp Tech. Another one. The recursive coming through. The dunk over off onto the Disruptor, my god. A huge play out from Lucci here on the Wyvern. They are going to lose their Wisdom, though. Good slow as well from Muffins. He's going to make sure that there's no way that the Wyvern comes to contest this one. On the plus side, Dusa has been quietly farming towards a Manta. It's a bit of a late Manta, though, when it eventually will come out, but... I think that curse really just salvaged the last couple minutes there for Kai Sange. There's smoke. I don't think that's going to be spotted. I believe Shrimp Tech was still in the fog there. Honestly, this Leshen supports, they can really just run this game. They're a surprisingly very good combo. Having the fence, not the fence, the field, the ice path. Oh, Fourth World finally is going to get the connection there, and now Axe caught up. Just microwave there. Scurvy is going to get destroyed by a Dawnbreaker. Oh, and a Tidy, I guess. Tidy was also there. Wait, how is Tiny there? What? Hello? Oh, wait, I'm looking at Axe, that's why. No. No, I'm not. Wait, no, I am. What? I'm so confused. It's giving me the wrong... Wait. I'm lost in the sauce. How was Jakiro hitting the CM? He was top. I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting so distracted by this one thing. There's gonna be a Stone Gaze coming down. Barmello is looking for something on the axe right here, but he's getting slowed down. But now, oh, he gets the call off in time, has the dunk, he's gonna miss it, but still gets the kill regardless. Dawnbreaker on the other side is gonna get the Starbreaker over off onto the, oh, the Gorgon's Grasp not fast enough to get the kill here. And now the Glimpse back as Disruptor just goes in and gets the kill off onto Axior. Shrimp looking for something a little bit more. Has the, wait, Mango? Manages to get the kill, but that was a bit of a ballsy move to go into the DD Lush there. Can't say I recommend that. Nice Splinter Blasts. What can you do? Disruptor going for the Glimmer. We've got the Yules coming up on Chikiro. Ag's done for the Dawn. I think Tiny's hitting a better timing this game with the Echo Shadowblade. Has the Shard already. We saw last game that they were able to do quite a bit with this Tiny once he got items and got off the ground, so I think they can make something similar happen. Axe only now finishing the Blade Mail, which should make him harder to kill in these fights. It's also pretty rough for the Lesh to deal with before he gets something like a BKB. Oh, Scurvy. Scurvy. Scurvy? Scurvy? He is, looks like just gonna die there, but gonna get the turn with the Blade Mail. There it is, yeah. Absolutely shreds the Lesh. Mango looking to go in on this one, but I think he's just feeding his life away. Yeah, he's just gonna die. The Cold Embrace is gonna stall things out a little bit longer, but this Wyvern most definitely gonna be dying here. Bit interesting calls coming through. By calls, I mean them going into fight, not necessarily the Berserker's call. I feel like you get the curse and you get out, and you say thank you for this free Lesh kill, which I should not be getting. Yeah, instantly queues up the BKB next. The Blade Mail does make it nigh on impossible to play this game as Lesh. Dusa does have the Manta Dump going for the Butterfly. Again, it is a good Dusa game, but the tempo is not in her favor here. If this map is closed up, I feel like she could just go out with a bit of a whimper rather than a bang, I think. These three heroes, I feel like I've seen it like 4 times this game already. They're going to make their way topside, but I don't believe there's any Radiant heroes here. Just maybe a Tormentor in less than a minute, but looks like that's going to be the objective of their smoke. Link's done for the Wyvern. Oops, as I'm on last hits currently for some reason. Get close to the blink on Axe here. Timber has the Veil done, going for the E-Shroud. Pretty good to stay alive in this game, but we'll probably have to pivot into like a, not pivot, but just go into like an Axe next. Because while you have all this magic res, you do need just the Universal Shield versus the Tiny and the Edict Explosions. Mango picking the fact that the rune is in fact gonna be bottom for like the millionth time, which means Shrimp Tech TP's mid, able to claim an Arcane for himself. Quite good. They're gonna get Shard over off onto 4th World, so Liquid Fire and Frost gonna be used independently of each other now. Which isn't gonna make a huge difference in team fights, but could make it nice for tower pushing. Scurvy venturing deep into enemy territory here. Enemy territory being his own jungle. And Dawn is just gonna, I think, kill him? A call's gonna interrupt things right here, but there is an Ice Path as well. And now he can just go for the ult. He will heal up, but the Spirit Vessel makes it a whole lot harder, so a pretty good kill overall. They're gonna lose Mango on the other side. The Glimpse is gonna bring Barmello to his death. And now Tiny looking for more. Might just focus down the Wyvern. He's gonna look for him, but the Blink away from Lucci is there. So they just lose their Dawnbreaker, but they get 3 heroes for this. And I think this tower is going to be going down pretty soon as well. Let's see if they remember to fortify this. Right, they will get it. But here's the power of the Liquid Fire, making that fort almost entirely useless. Oh, Wyvern. Wyvern. Gonna use the curse, but still gonna die. Power of the Lesh. I mean, Shrimp Tech, once again, perhaps not as fast-paced as his Void Spirit from Game 1, but perhaps more terrifying with his kill potential on the map here. Looks like they're gonna look towards Roche now. And I don't see how this is really contestable from Kai Sange. It's gonna be pretty quick. They're gonna look to get maybe something else on the map here. Got the Blink done, going for the BKB. The Butterfly still not done here for this Dusa. Maybe this time Mango can finish up the E-Shroud, about 1,000 gold away. Scurvy looking for any crumb of farm he can get on the map here with the Crystal Clone. Wait, Crystal Nova, what are you doing? Oh, is he gonna get? He's gonna get caught out. Oh, let's see how fast he gets deleted. Click, click. Yep, he's gone. Wow, best viewers? No way, dude. Let me totally do that. There we go. Looks like they're gonna sweep up from the bottom side, maybe go for this mid tower, perhaps top. I think they are strong enough to go high ground, but I'm just not willing to take such a massive risk against an Axe Timber. I don't think they have a whole lot to be afraid of, though. E-Shroud completed up for Timber here, so that's quite nice. Tiny gonna be completing this S and Y soon, so pretty much I think the same build from Game 1. Not a whole lot of deviations there. So smoke up on the supports, but I don't see what they get. Dive's not really looking to go too crazy here. The scan will connect, so they know there's a bit of a smoke play happening. They can catch the Dusa, that would be nice, but she's gonna make it to the high ground with the Butterfly completed, looking for a Diffusal next. Pretty good versus these heroes. Very valuable versus the Leshrac. Good versus the Tiny as well. The Disperser also can get you away from the Edict explosions. Problem is you are still playing into Glimpse. This Disruptor rushing a Scepter next, so these BKBs, which aren't even completed, are potentially going to be irrelevant before they even come out. So Fourth World going for the Solar Crest. We just saw a BKB completed for Dawn, who is now gonna go for the Refresher. Nothing very inventive here from either Dawn players this series. Sticking to formula. I believe that's a no shot on Wyvern, so the Golden Race not gonna do a whole lot to defend here. Scurvy doing some cutting in the mid wave, but They still have plenty of creeps here top. I say that, all the creeps are gone. The Ice Path not going to connect here, but Lesh now up to the high ground looking for something. Going to get the stun over off onto Magnet here. The curse comes out. He's able to survive. No way, he gets glimpsed back before the Timber Chain went out initially. And now Barmello, the heal's going to come through. Is it going to be enough to keep him alive? He's taking a whole lot of spell damage still. Scurvy in the backlines is going to get obliterated by the Tiny here. And now Shrimp Tech back alive again. Going to get the stun over off onto Teju. He's running really low on mana here. Still has a Manta to play with. Has some wand charges. Is going to pop it. They're going to get the call. A huge buyback from Barmello gets the turn. Scurvy as well back into this game as well. Can they get more off onto the Tidy here? Oh no! The Static Storm somehow was not used at all in this fight. The call is there. The glimpse comes out first in the meanwhile though. And Scurvy is gonna die. Oh, the tree toss. Killing the poor CM. At least that gets rid of the buyback timer. Expensive hold here from Sange, but they did not lose their Dusa, which is quite big. I think that's a full defusal finished, yeah. Oh, I say that. Might just die here. Toss up into the air. One more hit. Oh, the miss? One more hit, there it is, yeah. The Tumbler's Toy as well, just ensuring he's in range. Mango? Can he get this kill? I don't think so. No detection, so... Plus, the terrifying Leshrac is still alive here, so... Oh, they are gonna catch him. He's inside the kinetic field right here. I don't think a curse is gonna be enough to keep Mango alive, unless he actually manages to get over to the low ground. They weren't able to get the stun. Another jump away. Now the smoke is there. They're looking for a turnover off into Trimtech here. He doesn't have a... Edict Explosions up just yet. Barmello. Where's Barmello? Wait, he's on the other side. They're actually... Wait, what? What the hell were they killing over there? Oh, I think they went for the illusion. Oh, and they get him again. No way, dude. How does this happen again? He's actually still hanging around for the Watchers, so Mango will die after that. Impressively cool play. But now Barmello looking for something. Looks like he's going to go for the backlines, but this Disruptor has already used their kit. Even if you killed, it's such a huge committal, but now the curse goes over off onto the Lesh. Can they kill him in time? The recursive over back off onto the Tiny, but in the back lines, Lucci is getting taken down by the Dawnbreaker. The tossback is going to take out Barmello, but now, oh, huge Ava is going to cancel up that Timber Chain. Can they get the damage over off onto Tidy? They can! He gets the turn kill over off onto the Dawn, but now the Glimpse going to force the Timber back to this high ground here. There's going to be a diffu hit over off onto Muffins. Running out of mana here. Slowed up. Caught inside the Chakram as well. Another Whirling Death should be enough to finish the job. And now Fourth World has to be a little bit careful as well. The Timber Chain to the other side. He's just going to get clicked down. Shrimp Shack. Perhaps a little bit overconfident there. The buyback from Mango. Able to turn things around. Getting quite a few kills as well, so a worthy one indeed.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Tidy, I think, just finished up a BKB, so probably will have a better time in the next fight than he did what we just saw there. Shard out on Dusa, so he's got the Stone Snake. He's gonna just go straight for the Disperser. I wouldn't mind a Scotty. I think a Scotty's actually pretty good this game. Versus the Lesh, versus the Tiny. A little more anti-heal versus this Dawnbreaker, who has made a little bit of progress towards the Refresher. I assume the Cornucopia is dead on the Courier. Yeah. Shrimp Tech, just about done with the Shivas. Actually, I forget this recipe is 2,000 gold. My lord. This item got nerfed so badly. BKB soon for Barmello, which should make this game a lot easier. So unfortunately put in a pretty rough position that he's kind of just got to go in and feed his life away. A lot of hard targets, but if you can ever get the Lesh with Edict up and no BKB, I think they've still got good potential. Klon's here, gonna go for the Daedalus next. This tiny hits like a truck. My god. Where's it clones? It's clones? I don't know. Either way, Barmello is gonna get obliterated here. He's gone. They're gonna commit the curse again to try and get something, but it's not really that helpful. Sanctuary's place for both. Fourth roll. Dog, what are you doing here? What in the world are you doing? It looks like he might just be baiting a little bit, so he will die. That's not an Ag Storm, so Mango able to get his BKB off. Still taking a decent amount of damage here from the Edict Explosion, but they have run out now. They're losing top racks, it looks like, to the Tiny. Mango? Looking for a way out of this one. Oh, Scurvy, he's in there. Instantly gonna get stunned up, though. I don't know how you expect that to do anything. Oh, really good stun. Muffins gets the Solar Guardian over onto both of them. And now Mango trying to make a run for it. There's gonna be a glimpse in one, but he manages to get over to the other side. He actually does get the glimpse off. Perk. Getting a really good one there, but now the stone form goes over off onto Muffins, pops the BKB, but a little more physical damage should be enough. Can they get it? Can they get it? Can they get it? The Timber Chain through. Oh, there it is. The Chakram able to get the damage, but now Shrimp Tech not even able to get it. The other side, though, it looks like the Tiny's just getting run down under some sentries here. Is going to pop the BKB. Oh, no. Oh, the call. Able to keep Lucci alive here. Oh no, I say that, but now Lucci able to... Oh, the Cold Embrace just in time. And now the Whirling Death with all those trees there. Able to slice the Tiny. Down to just pebbles. Managed to back away, live through all that though. Again, it feels like Shrimp Shack are taking L's on these fights. Yeah, look at this XP change. Big gold change as well. Curse? Just gonna slow things down. They should be able to get the diffusal as well. Fourth World will be dying on the way down. Ice Path, not enough to keep him alive. I say that! They're gonna get the turn! Shrimp on the backlines! Just gets rid of 2 heroes in the span of seconds, but now he might be in a bit of trouble. Doesn't have a BKB to play with. This Deuce is still a player in this game. Now has the Disperser done. They get 2 really good kills, but this Lush dying, not good. It could open up Roche here. Dawn up in 1 second. I think they saw them go into the pit. Yeah, they have this ward here. Question is, can they take this in time? Dawn does not have a refresher to play with. Might just have to make the risky play here. But Scurvy blinking up the high ground. That's bold, my friend. That is bold indeed. They will get the Aegis over off onto Deuce, so the banner into the hands of Mango as well. Disperser to get them out of there, so that was a massive, massive steal for Kai Sange. Aegis into the hands of Deuce should get her to that Scotty. Yeah, I'm glad she's going for it. I think maybe you could circle back for like a... maybe a Daedalus after? Daedalus and then like a Consumed Scepter. Actually, you have 2 slots. So you've got the Daedalus, you can go for, what else? What else? Maybe a Blink? Maybe. Or just go for the Ags and then eat it and then go for something else. I wouldn't be too mad about a Hex, honestly. I feel like people don't go Hex as much on Deuce anymore. But perhaps you just have to go for like Scotty, Daedalus, Rapier, or MKB. MKB is still an option. Maybe if you get Mega, do you go for the Mjolnir Ags late game? Yeah. Just have to see. Shrimp Shack, despite the multiple fights, which I feel like they've haven't come out on top, they still feel confident with the game. They've got the refresher done now on the Dawn. The Solar Guardian is still really strong. This Tiny also, as long as he's not the only one there, he's really formidable. I mean, 4,000 HP, hits for 500. Shard over off onto Shrimp Tech, so got the multi-split Earths coming out, which very annoying to deal with. It looks like Shrimp Tech's gonna go for the Scepter next. Nihilism, pretty strong in this game, I think. Not opting for a Hex. A little bit curious. You see a lot of Hexes on mid-lush, but I think there's potential for a Blinken Hex and then you just delete a hero. We've seen how vulnerable the heroes of Radiant are when they're caught unawares without those BKBs up. There's potential for that to happen more. Ag Static Storm is online here. No blink yet for Perth, but I think they've been playing a pretty good game here. Being in position for the glimpses, the storms.
Yes, bounty.
Oh yeah.
Still aggressively pushing these side lanes out. I mean, you love to see it. The CM hero can actually farm pretty decently when not getting farmed herself. Scurvy does have 13 deaths, so is getting a bit farmed, but in more ways than one. Curious if he goes for like the Scepter builds. It is a lot of damage. They don't have a BKB piercing stun. They do have a tiny that can probably like 3-click the CM even with the extra armor for the ult. Oh, is there no more extra armor on Freezing Field? Oh, run, Scurvy, run! Ah, he's out of there. They committed 4 TPs to come back, though. Or at least 3, and the Disruptor was just in the area. Yeah, I guess there's no armor on the ult anymore. I don't know when they removed that. I want to check and see. Crystal Maiden. Wikipedia. Change logs. 7.36. Oh, it's been like a year. Interesting. It looks like they to balance that out, they made the attack slow much longer. Or much more rather, not longer. What the hell is frozen exponents? Break disables the passive effects of frozen exponents. Is that the movement slow? The attacks. What is? I love Valve so much, dude. What the hell is frozen exponent? It's not even in the wiki. That's absurd. They could just say break disables the attack and move speed slow. But instead, wow, that's absurd. Looks like there was a bit of a lag coming out here. The squad. Mango's not DC'd, so we're not going to go watch another game. If Mango DC'd, we'd go see what's up with the other games, but... still holding everything in. Maybe get some relief after this series ends. This dude's prairie dogging, my god. Does spell lifesteal work on Timber? No, because it's all pure damage, isn't it? And pure damage doesn't get lifestealed anymore, I'm pretty sure. Is that how that works? I guess it's spell lifesteal and lifesteal manipulation. You know, there's all the different things.
Are scanning for enemies.
I like the way the same joke in a matter of a couple seconds. check. They still have the banner. Oh wait, they only just took. Oh no, it's been a while since they took Roche. Okay, my sense of time got messed up because of the pause. Tier 4 neutral is coming through though. Ooh, the cloak on Axe is really good. That's really, really good. Lots of Dezun Blood Rights in the game. Big AoEs. Huge AoEs coming out. Wyvern also going to get big curse. Surprisingly, the crossbow for Dusa. Surely there was... I guess there was nothing better. The entire Radiant... Oh, that's why they're running up there, because Scurvy's getting gone on. He's going to blink away. If he gets out of this, this is criminal. Oh my god, that almost hit. If Shrimp was a little bit closer. I mean, he had a haste rune. There's literally no way he could have been faster with that. Down bottom, though, they're looking for the Tiny. He's got a BKB running right now. He's going to pop the Shadow Blade as well, and there's no other detection to catch him out. Unless they just try and run for it. The slows are there. He's still really fast, though, in the water. The rest of the team, though, perfectly positioned to come through the gate to his aid if he needs it, which he doesn't. So the rest of Radiant forced to run back to their base. Consolation prize is the BKBs now down to 7 seconds on the Tiny, which not the worst in the world. Quite a few things for him to worry about. Not as much for the Radiant when their BKBs get lower. We're on 7. We're on 9 second for... Actually, I guess just does not have the opportunity to use it. CM's on 8 right now. Looks like they're gonna place a little sneaky obs here, but there's an even sneakier sentry actually. Scotty, which they should see. They should see this sentry right here. It's actually in vision of the obs, but looks like it's not a high priority. I say that as Jakiro is gonna be like, guys, there's a sentry here. Nope, I lied. He's gonna be like, there's some creeps here. I guess it's not visible. Huh. Interesting. Top? I feel like I've seen this before. Looks like the refresher Donald was used to ensure we can kill off Scurvy, which I feel like he's fine with. I feel like he's literally in comms like, guys, they just used refresher Donald. This is great. They get hit the Axe Call over off onto Lesh. Can they finish him off in time? They got the Paracloak as well, but he had no spells out in time. They managed to take him out, though. The BKB used early from Barmello to ensure that he didn't get killed. Oh, Mango onto the other side. They've got the tree. Whoa, where the hell did that axe come from? I'm not sure. But now the Stone Gaze is going to get the catch off onto both of them with the Winter's Curse. Really good stuff there. Can they get more over off onto the Tiny, though? The Kinetic Field going to trap 2 of these cores. Going to hold them back. Mango. He's got that 25 tout with the much longer chain. He's going to... Whoa, my god, Mango, you are crazy. He's got a BKB to play with if the... what is it called? The glimpse comes through. Okay, I think he's overstayed his welcome. I think you're probably fine, though. Wow, this talent is absurd. I remember when it was just like 1,000, what was it, 1125 on the range? This is much better. It's much, much better. The Daedalus left. Whoa. Daedalus next on the Dusa. It's already hitting pretty hard, honestly, but with this, even more. Mango. Gonna finally go back for the Scepter. He actually doesn't have the Shivas finished yet. You did not get the point booster, my friend. I think he meant to get it. Especially since he went past the Secret shop. They're going to do a double scan down bottom. It's not going to find anything there. Roche guaranteed respawn in less than 40 seconds here. I'm not going to listen to the clock. I'm just going to assume it's 40 seconds to go. They're going to smoke up, though. The scan will tag them around the pit, but it will turn back to green, so Kai Sange not going to be baited into thinking that they're currently doing Roche, but they could be in 15 seconds. We just have to see. They're going to play to their triangle, though, right now. There's a blink on the Disruptor going for the Refresher next. Lucci has to be a little bit careful here, showing on this wave. Oh, Shrimp Tech saw him. He's going to pop the Shivas, look for the Wyvern, and they're going to catch him there. Blink Shivas, pretty much a foolproof way of catching those slippery heroes. This should open up Roche for them. Axe is still in play, but it's going to be pretty hard for him to make his way all the way over here. There's a Refresher Shard on the Roche, which means I think this Disruptor is going to be the one to pick it up. Not close to the Refresher at all, so the two shared cooldowns shouldn't be a problem. Cheese onto the Dawn, Aegis onto the Tiny. Looks like he's going to backpack both the Shadowblade and the Echo Saber now that he has the Ags. He's got the Synth coming, though, so we'll be able to put something back in. Looks like he's going to choose the Echo. Makes sense. And now they're making their way bottom. Second to last set of racks available here. They have no vision on the high ground, but they are just going to drop the banner in an entirely useless position. Oh my god. Tidy now on the high ground is going to look for the tree toss over off into Medusa, which I don't think is really doing a whole lot. I feel like you're perhaps missing out on this one. Yeah. Fourth World probably has to look at his banner placement. Mango gonna get caught here in the Ag Static Storm. It should be enough to take him out. They're gonna use a Refresher and catch it as well over off onto the Dusa, but he actually managed to get the Stone Gaze off in time. But now the Donald, Solar Guardian number 2 comes through, gets the Suns off, but still this Dusa still with half mana right here. Able to try and make a hold here. Oh, the toss away. There's gonna be a curse over off onto the Lesh. It's not enough to kill him off, but they're gonna get the call full up Barmello back into this one. Can he get the dunk off in time? He does. He gets the dunk. That's a buyback, so he doesn't have his BKB available, but another heal from Lucci will keep him alive. Clutch stuff from the Wyvern, keeping his team in the game. They commit. Oh, jeez. Buybacks. How many buybacks? 1 buyback. 2 buybacks. 3 buybacks there to hold. Wait, no. Just 2 buybacks. Why did it look like the... Yeah, just 2. No. When did Wyvern? Yeah, Wyvern did not buy back there. I was like, what am I thinking? 2 core buybacks. Yeah, the Blink Ag Static. Really a big problem if you don't have anyone to back you up. I'm honestly surprised they didn't go for the other Wyvern facet with Dusa. The one where your heals give mana, because I think you can go Vlad's, and then each hit that Dusa does actually gives her mana back. It's a bit of a niche strategy. Probably not better than recursive though, especially since we saw like a triple recursive up top, which was really cool early in the game. They're gonna do a decent amount of damage here. Not willing to commit for the melee racks, though, with the Lesh up and the Disruptor as well. Not wanting to play into these glimpses. They do hold their racks bottom, which is quite good. Scurvy making his way towards Scepter. It's pretty close. There's a full Daedalus done for the Dusa if she can get to that Demon Edge. Smoke up here from Shrimp Shack, looking to maybe get something on the map here. Probably get a dieback, I think. Mango would be a great target. to be really careful here. Really, really careful. Hopefully he does not greed here for the ancient creeps. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna cut to the wave. Hope for something. Oh, scurvy. I have literally no idea what he was doing there, but he will tank one of those static storms.
Invisibility.
They're gonna get the ping over off onto Mango. Does have a TP. He should be able to get out of this one. Yeah. No joy there for Muffins. Is going for an Orchid next, which could be pretty influential in this game, I think. Especially if it makes its way towards a Bloodthorn. Lesh definitely took the 25 for explosions. Yeah, no doubt there. What else are we looking at? Axe probably took the call AoE, but we'll check in a second. Items, items, items. The Daedalus should be almost here. Has the Demon Edge in the backpack, so as soon as the courier's up. No creeps just yet, so this push on the rack's not going to be great. Everyone buybacks except the Axe and the Timber, so we have to watch for them getting Static Stormed here. That's going to be really important, but Dusa Illus plus Cold Embrace Shard is going to make this high ground very difficult. But perhaps they look for something. If they can find this Dawnbreaker caught out on the map here, this could be good, but Muffin's playing pretty safe so far. Has the Starbreaker cooldown tout. I say that Mango looking for some camps to farm. Might just find it. Oh, found the Dawnbreaker. You can also just BKB TP away. Yeah. Not even wanting to commit an ult. Which, honestly, roughly the same cooldown. Actually, less cooldown. Yeah. I was looking at the health cost, but it's 75 cooldown, so. But obviously the TP less valuable in this late game than an entire Solar Guardian. Disruptor hitting some creeps, looking to make their way towards the full refresher. Shrimp Shack just not feeling like they're on a timer at all. Swiftblink coming soon for the Tiny. It's actually, recipe's done. Looks like the Echo was sold. I didn't actually see when that happened, but Echo's gone, and the Swiftblink basically, like, effectively replaces it. Replaces the niche with the attack speed. I'm curious if he gets rid of the treads, because movement speed, very, very useful for this tiny hero. It's not like there's, like, an Ogre Seal Totem anymore. I wouldn't be too mad if he goes for, like, a Butterfly. Obviously, the days of Butterfly being a boost replacement is, like, 9 years ago, but I think it's pretty useful versus this Dusa. You could maybe go for like an MKB, but it's not exactly the tiny item. The Butterfly, though, I think could be pretty useful. It's not also a Satanic game as much since you're playing into a shield hero. Not bad versus the Axe, though. It makes it so that you can't really die with the call. Not actually finishing the Silver Edge either. I think that break pretty useful against either of these heroes. I mean, less valuable versus the Timber since he has Ags. Looks like we have a Roche respawn. Quick one. Oh, actually checks the pit, but it's gonna respawn in just a second here. So fortunate timing. Soon for Barmello. We are 53 minutes in. I can't say if I'm certain that we're gonna get to 60 minutes. It feels like this game could end in the next 2 minutes, or it's gonna go another 15, you know? It just feels like one of those games. Which is a very bold prediction on my part, I know. Saying that the game's either gonna end soon or end later, right? But we'll see. There's really no pressure, it seems, on Shrimp Shack. I do like what Kai Sange is doing. They're gonna find the Dawnbreaker on this wave. If they can catch her in the call, this is pretty big. Do they have the other damage to kill her before she BKBs? Oh, yeah, they do. Holy whirling death. Look at that. This is the wrong... This is entirely... Okay, I'm not crazy. Dota Plus is lying to me about the recaps. I saw it happen before, and I thought it was just me being dumb, but no. This is... Whoa, macro. Gotta get dropped here, gonna make Lucci's life a little bit harder here, but they are gonna probably kill Fourth World for this one. They're gonna get a call over off onto the Jakiro. It's not a whole lot of damage, and now the Dawnbreaker buyback into the game. The stun's there. They're gonna be able to kill off this Wyvern to start this fight. That is the Dawn buyback, but now it's Lucci buying back as well. But now, Mango caught out inside the Ag Static Storm. He does have buyback now. He's played long enough to get back into this game. They're going to get the call again, but Barmello not doing a whole lot of damage. The Yule's up into the air. They're going to get the Nihilism as well, so this Dusa not doing a whole lot of damage, but now able to turn over off onto the Leshrac. Going to get stunned up again, and now Scurvy jumps into a stun, dies to the tree volley. Clicks over off onto Fourth World. BKB out from the Tiny as well. Can they get the catch off onto him? He's able to blink away, but he's caught it. Oh, he's trying to TP, but the curse catches him just in time. He's in such an unfortunate position and manages to get the tree throw out in time, but it's not enough. The worst possible position for that blink. Utterly tragic in pretty much every buyback in the game except for 3. Both of the carries and the disruptor. But Kai Sange in a much better spot here to contest this Roche, who's already sitting at around 80% HP. They do need to perhaps send someone back to deal with these giant wave. Maybe the Wyvern? He's got a TP in 9. Without the Tiny, though, it's going to be hard for Shrimp Shack to contest this one. The Perk Cloak doing absolutely nothing to Roche right now, but Dusa's enough to take him out. I think this Aegis goes over into the hands of Mango. It's been pretty hard focused this game. Refresher, double call for the Axe. He's going to TP back to base. There's Torm up, but... everyone in the game has Shard except Disruptor, so... And Timbersaw, I guess. Is this soloable, Dawnbreaker? Okay, well now that Shrimp Deck's here, it's done. It was pretty close. It was pretty close. But now Mango the only one without Shard, Flamethrower. Not going to be seen, at least for now. And I think this game, I think we're going to go to 60 now. Now that the Aegis is over onto the hands of Kai Sange. I think we've pretty much secured that this game's going to go later. Rapier, ooh. Rapier alert on the Dusa. I was wondering where his buyback went, but that's where it went. Ooh. I did not have enough water for these games. There was an Aeon on someone. Disc for the Wyvern, so shouldn't get ultra bursted. I'm just going to leave these items up for a bit, just so I can soak in this info. Refresher for the Disruptor. They're playing pretty aggro in Shrimp Shack. Potentially looking for a play on the racks here. Tiny trying to get the tower, but not going to get anything. Shrimp Tech on the other side. Hiding in fog. But we'll get pushed away. It's not a bad play. You pull them back. You knew they were all top pushing out. Basically guarantees that there's no threat to your top tier 3. Forces them to reset their map again. Maybe burns out this Aegis timer. It's gonna be hard to make another coordinated push on the side of Kai and Sange. So I'm gonna have to get this Dusa down a lane. She is pretty much done with items, though. She has that Ags done. Maybe she gets a Moon Shard. Probably a backup Rapier, though, I think, with buyback, which is going to be at least another, like, 6,000 gold. So, yeah. I swear Rapier was once 6,200 gold. Am I crazy? There's nothing happening. There's a smoke, so we'll see if I can actually search this up in time before the smoke breaks. Fine. Okay, I heard a haste rune. I'm tabbing back in. I'm not risking it. Oh, hey, Stanny. I covered a little bit of your game earlier, the Ursa one, where you guys were, like, shitting on them. Oh, Mango. Caught out here. This is a dieback for him in the Static Storm. They're going to get Lucy as well in the Aeon Disc. Can he blink away in time? No. Oh, the call comes through. Barmello, he's going to get the catch off onto Jakiro. He's gone. Another Static Storm comes through, but they lost the Dawn as well. Mango somehow lived through it all. I literally don't know how he managed to survive. I looked over. I thought he was left for dead, but he's alive. And Shrimp Shack have lost 3. They were not prepped for this. As I was saying, but I got a little bit of the game where you guys were destroying them, where you had as many kills as there were minutes in the game. Over to the other side, ooh, Uchi, not gonna die here. Quick Fingers able to keep themselves alive here. No, oh, the blink, the tree toss, it doesn't connect. Holy hell! Now Scurvy is going to try and slow this Tiny down. He does have BKB TP if he wants to commit it, but I think he's going to need that for the defense here as now. The tier 4 is going to get focused down here. Teju with the Rapier. He's clicking them. What do they have? They're going to use a Ford on the other side. It looks like this Tiny, he's looking for a base race? Literally no way that this is the play. I'm going to keep the Dire Ancient up here and then look back over to Radiant side because there's a whole lot more happening over here. They're going to lose the supports. The clicks are there, but the Dire Ancient, it's going down. It's going to go down. Kai Sange just going for the kill here. Closing out this game. At 60 minutes, we don't get the tier 5 items, but we do get the 60-minute timer. What a game. That's a fun series for sure. Really evenly matched between these two teams. I don't think it was easy to tell, like, at all who was gonna win this one. I mean, the net worth lead in the favor of Shrimp Shack, but you can see how that really meant nothing at the end. I literally have no idea how Mango lived. I should have rewinded and watched that, but that was absurd. I don't know, did he get his, like, Ags off in time? Did he get the BKB? I didn't see the BKB, so maybe it was the Ags, because he was full health at the end there. That was crazy. Do we have any other games? We have a Lorenzo game going. Might as well see what's up here. It's Lorenzo's season after all. Let's see if I can get info on the teams. Lorenzo, what team is he on? The Gulag Gooners? Interesting name. Enzo versus...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
oh, it's Fab, Orion, Small. Okay. I'm not able to look at what happened in game 1. Looks like Radiant won game 1 here. There's gonna be an Exo coming out. Not gonna do a whole lot there. The blink is nice, but it's not enough. Good Yules from someone. That was the DP, but now the Ags... No, not the Ag static. I'm still in the other game where I think there's an Ag static. The BKB call TP out from Ags is possibly some of the craziest things I think I've ever seen. But they will get out just fine here. Ags. This is carry Wind? I feel like I've seen Fab do this back when Wind was like actually a Wind carry was a thing when the the whirlwinds. But I guess he still thinks it's worth something. He does have the kill shot facet though. They're gonna go and get this Roshir with the focus fire. The rest of the team though, they are smoked up, looking for something. This Morphling, oh my god, this Morphling build is absurd, dude. The call is gonna catch Fab though here in the pit. They're gonna delete the Windrunner to start things off. They've got the Axe Epi going off. Can they get the Axe? They've got the Vessel on him as well. It's like support. Wait, what the? Oh, Lifestealer as Axe. There's a problem with jumping into a game 30 minutes in. There's a lot of things to catch up on, but oh, nice attempt on the steal from Smallnut there, but he will get glimpsed up to the high ground, potentially to safety. No, the Lifestealer's still there. There's no safety here. So that's going to be the Aegis over off into this, what presumably is mid-Morphling, with a really interesting build. I guess the lengths you go to shotgun morph these days, you know?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Just gonna clean up this tier 2, potentially go for high ground. They've still got this DD on, not Lesh, Lifestealer, my god. I'm really just still in the last game. Purge it off though. Nice stuff from Oracle. These are really weird heroes I'm seeing here. Yeah. They will make it out. You could potentially need a BKB for this Wind Ranger. Otherwise she's gonna struggle in these games. The other side looks like Sange is gonna get Ags infested. The dunk not gonna come through. Weaver showing up to... Oh, whoa. Dies before the glimpse can save him, but his corpse will fly to the other side of the map. There was a bit of a net worth lead for Dire, I feel like, when we started this, and it's completely gone now. Thanks to this Aegis and the push that they're able to make with it. Axe gonna go for the deep call for the Oracle rather than the two heroes that were sitting right there, but the Bushwhack, though, will get the catch. And Talus gonna get killed up over here. Oh, Static Storm is gonna catch Fav. Not enough damage to take out of this Morphling, but now the DP is gonna get stunned from long range. Oh, the dunk comes in. TZ is gonna get that kill there. A good call as well. Is gonna catch Fav, but he's gonna lose his life, but it's enough to kill off the Wind Ranger. That's a buyback from the DP. This Weaver is doing whatever Weaver is supposed to do, I think. Not sure what that is. There's gonna be a stun through. Good stuff from Smallnut here. He's gonna pop the BKB, gonna go for the Epi, but there is a Lifestealer currently infested into him, trying to bring him further back into the base, but he does have a Rage to play with. Looks like it's full retreat mode here. Now that there's, I think, a total of 3 buybacks used. Yeah. Glimpse back is gonna actually probably save the DP again. I think she was pretty much dead there. She hung around. Smallnut looking for something. He's gonna get the Burrow catch over off onto Firefist, who's struggling with this bug here in the back lines. Might be able to kill him off. I guess that's what support Weaver does, but now the silence over off onto the Lifestealer. The Glimmer, though, will keep him alive. Another infest over off onto the... Oh my god, where are these heroes going? The Glimpse again is gonna keep the Weaver to the other side, but the infest will kill him in the end. Rage TP for the Lifestealer. Morphling down to the low ground with a Dagon level 5. They're gonna try and chase him down, though. There is a Fortune's End being charged here, but it's onto the Wind Ranger, so it's not going to connect. The Shackle as well going to miss. There's a Waveform up in 1 over to the other side. No TP for the Morphling. Able to chase him down, though. The Power Shot does connect. Should be enough. Maybe if he gets the Dagon, he's able to heal enough? Dagon with the heal. Dagon with the... Nope. Is he going to get executed with the Power Shot instead? Actually, a pretty interesting game we've got here. So what does he have next? No items. I guess the courier's dead, so that's going to keep things stalled up a bit. Probably a Basher. Maybe a Nullifier. I wouldn't be mad at a Nullifier. think the wind is still... he's 20, but I feel like you can close out the game with the nullifier. I don't think you really have to worry about the wind getting the undispellable wind run. It also makes Oracle a lot less valuable. I mean, it's really just False Promise. Yule's also not a thing. Yeah. I would like a nullifier next. I feel like he's gonna go... Yeah, he's gonna go Basher. That's what I thought, but... I feel like when you have the lead, it's not a terrible idea for an early nullifier. That's fine. A Hex? My god. A Hex rush on this Hoodwink Fire Fist. Going ultra greedy. Usually when you think of Hoodwinks going greedy, you'd get the Maelstrom. Back in the good old Glepnir days. But this is just a straight Hex. Jeez. Axe. Gonna go for a Pipe next. There is a decent amount of magic damage. It's always a good item versus the Sand King, even if Stinger is physical. Honestly, prefer if Small Nut were to go a little bit more aggro. Maybe go for the Daedalus or the Rev Brooch. Daedalus is probably better. I don't think there's enough armor to warrant a Rev Brooch. I guess maybe the Morphling, maybe the Axe. I don't know. Might be the play to go for a Rev Brooch this game. And get the Shivas as well. There's an Small Nut able to blink away. They do have this high ground as well, so this Hoodwink like has to be punished for this one. Looks like they're gonna get the silence as well. The Infest to try and keep her alive a little bit longer. But in the back lines, the Windrunner is gonna get False Promise, so she's gonna stay alive. The no wait, she's not! Did not respect the fact that Dunk can absolutely cut through that False Promise. It's not worth anything at all. And now another call over off onto the Sand King. The BKB is going to keep alive a little bit longer, but they should be in range for a Dunk soon enough. Looks like the Adaptive Strike is going to be enough to put him down, and they are just going to lose all their heroes here. The Hex, long-ranged. Another Dagon to finish the job. They just got it. GG. It's over. That's that game. Done and dusted. Let's see if there's any other AD2L games still running right now. Ranked. Not tournaments. Amateur. AD2L. Whoops. AD2L. Alright, we're watching this one, baby. I don't think it's actually up. Helmets on. Versus Rally up. Let's confirm. What is this, a Challenger game? Is it a Conquer game? It is a Conquer game. Yeah, it's done. Okay. All AD2L games are done, so we are also done for the night. Hope you all enjoyed. If you're coming back and watching afterwards, I covered a bunch of random teams. I'll try and list them out if teams want to go back and watch whatever portion that we managed to cover. Other than that, that was honestly pretty fun cast overall. But yeah, hope you all have a good night.